This episode is brought to you by Prize Picks. The hard-hitting football action is even better with Prize Picks. The weather might be changing, but the feeling of being right never gets old. So keep the season rolling on Prize Picks by getting $50 instantly in lineups when you play your first $5. We're in the thick of football season, and some of y'all might be feeling down. But don't you worry. That's why we have Prize Picks to keep you going for the rest of the season. Week 10 of football was something. Lots of upsets. Bills, Miami. I'm all in on Devon A-Chan. All day, baby. More. Man, that guy's really special. Prize Picks is the only app that offers stacks, meaning you can pick the same player up to 3 times in the same lineup. Want to pick more on Josh Allen's pass yards, rush yards, touchdowns? Now you can pick all of them in the same lineup. Only on Prize Picks. Prize Picks is simple to play. Just pick more or less on at least 2 player stats, and if you get your picks right, you could cash in. Download the Prize Pick app today. Use code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code Shannon to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup on Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us for another episode of Nightcap. Y'all know who I am. I'm your favorite uncle, Shannon Sharpe, and that is my partner and co-host, Liberty City's own Bengals Ring of Fame honoree, a former Pro Bowler and an All-Pro. That is Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Johnny will be joining us shortly as you watch the number 5 Georgia Bulldogs run roughshod over the number 10 Texas Longhorns by the score of 35-10. Georgia scored 21 in the fourth quarter to pull away from what was a close ball game. Probably could have been closer had Texas receivers held onto the ball earlier, Ocho. There were a couple of big, huge drops that didn't do Texas any favors, but Georgia pull away late and win by comfortably 35-10. We got somebody joining us for the very first time in a long time.
Hey, what's
Thanos.
up? What's up? Damn, who?
Thanos.
Oh, yeah.
Thanos.
What's up, Thanos? What they do, twin? But I ain't seen you in a minute. Where we been at?
He said, I've been hiding, but
What?
guess what I'm about to do? He said, my favorite thing, Pop-Tart. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit the like button. And guys, do us a favor. Go subscribe to the Nightcap Podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. We would like to personally thank each and every one of you for your eyes, ears, and word of mouth. Thanks to you, Nightcap has become the phenomenon that it is. And only because of you, we will continue to grow. So thank you again very much for your support. Make sure you check out Shea by Laportier. Just head over to LaportierCognac.com. If you can't find it in a city or state near you, order it online. We'll ship it directly to your door. The best tasting premium VSOP cognac on the market. Try it, compare it against others, and you'll see what we know to be true. We do have the best tasting premium VSOP cognac. I want to thank each and every one that showed up to Lee's Liquor on East Flamingo last night, 3480 East Flamingo Road. Thank you guys for showing up and having support. We really, really appreciate that. Go follow my media company on all of its platforms. That's Shay Media. And my clothing company, 84, with 84 being spelled out. That link is pinned in the chat. As I mentioned earlier, Johnny Manziel will be joining us a little later. And running back Kewan Lacy from Ole Miss, as he broke the Ole Miss single-season touchdown rushing record today. But first, the game that you just watched, the number 5 Georgia Bulldogs looked really, really impressive and might have been the most impressive team thus far today, other than Ohio State. But this was a level of competition that Ohio State did not face. That withstanding, the number 5 Georgia Bulldogs, thanks to Gunnar Stockton, 24 of 29, 229, 4 touchdowns. He did have the 1 turnover, but they pull away late, scoring 21 points in the fourth quarter, and they win this ball game comfortably, Ocho, by the score of 35-10. Arch Manning was 27 of 43, 251, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Texas just could not run the football. They could not get anything on the ground established, Ocho. 17 rushes, 23 total yards. They had some costly drops earlier that could have kept some drives alive. But you can't, when you're dealing with a team like Georgia and they're playing at home under the lights, Every opportunity that comes before you,
Yes.
you got to capitalize on you. Texas wasn't able to do that, and Georgia pulled away. Ocho, watching this ball game, what did you like about what you saw
For
from the Bulldogs?
Listen, defensively, they kept the pressure on. They didn't allow Texas to run the ball. They played very well on defense, on the back end, the secondary. But honestly, the way the score line shows, it wasn't really like that until the fourth quarter. This was a close game. This was the game where
Correct.
Texas could have actually, came back and made it a little bit more competitive. Actually had a chance to win it if some of those plays had been made, from their receivers. The receivers are too good. The receivers are too good. When you think about Texas, you think about all the receivers that have come out of Texas. You would hope that train of elite talent continued. They just don't look the same. They don't look the same. They have some big names. I expect a lot out of Wingo, more from him, but it just it was bad. It was bad. They stunk with the place early in the game, which didn't give them a chance.
Yeah.
And it was a great play call by Kirby Smart too, when they scored that touchdown to go for that onside. And when they went for that onside,
Yeah.
that took the win out of Texas sails when they were able to score on that drive too after going for that onside. And it was a good game. Arch played okay. He didn't play bad. They were 2 for 12 on third downs. I mean, George, hey,
He played well early, Ocho, and that's like you and I talking about. It was those drops early on third down. Ocho, you stay on the field. The thing, I mean, you got Jordan kind of reeling. We got third and manageable. We got a shallow cross, and the guy drops it. We got another one, and he drops it. And we have another one, and he drops it. You cannot make those kinds of mistakes when you're playing a team as well coached and as many 4- and 5-star players as the Bulldogs have. You have to cash in on every opportunity that's presented to you. Because if you don't, if you make a mistake, they're going to cash in.
Hey.
Howdy, partner.
Johnny, what they do?
Here he is, ladies and gentlemen, host of Glory Days, Heisman Trophy winner, Texas A&M, Aggie till he died, College Station on. That's him, Johnny Football. Johnny, what's going on, man?
Howdy. How we doing? We're having a very Aggie day today.
Hey, y'all scared me for a minute, Johnny. Y'all scared me for a minute.
They had him scared too.
I was scared until we got in the locker room.
Yeah. I don't know what Lenore Sellers were thinking about. Johnny, I don't know how much of this game you saw, but I thought Texas played really well early, and they had some opportunities to cash in on third down and keep some drives alive. I thought Arch Manning played really, really well early in this ball game. He put the ball on target. The offensive line did a pretty good job of protecting him. But when you play a team, the number 5 team in the country, you're in their building with those 4- and 5-star athletes, and as well coached as they are, you can't leave that many opportunities on the field, because when they get their opportunities, they're going to punish you for them.
100%. I mean, you saw it happen in real life, real time. Listen, Georgia pinned their ears back. If they get that kind of attitude and they're coming downhill at you, you're going to have a long day. You allow Georgia to get comfortable and play their game, you're going to have a long day if you let them get in that mode. But if you can keep them on their heels, get the QB off game, a little rattled, get them messed up and mixed up with some stuff, have some frustration, you have a chance with them. That's what we've seen throughout this year. But if you let them get comfortable and do their thing, boys are coming.
You know what I don't like too, man? When I think about it, we talk about Arch, and normally you want to see Arch play very well in games like this. And the fact that Georgia was able to make the goddamn Longhorns one-dimensional, where they couldn't run the ball really at all. They didn't have any success doing there, so they had to go through the air. And Arch played really well. He played really well throwing the ball in the air, even though that defense was suffocating at times. But the receivers, they wasn't catching the goddamn ball.
They wasn't catching. They wasn't doing anything. I think the thing is, Ocho, the problem with Texas is that they haven't been able to run the football all year, which is very uncharacteristic of a Sark team. Because Sark, he likes to be balanced. He knows in order for you to win, you have to have some level of balance. And they had none today. And so Georgia was just able to look, we just going to come get you. You can't run the football. We're going to play the run on the way to your quarterback, because we realize the way your team is built, you need to be able to throw the football. You can't run it. So we're not even worried about, don't even pay no attention to the run. Just keep gap integrity and go hunt the quarterback. And that's what they were able to do. I thought Texas did a good job, Johnny and Ocho, of stopping Georgia's run, because we know the Bulldogs want to run the football. Kirby really likes balance. He wants to run the football, play action off of that, but he wants to get after you with his defense. I thought Texas did a good job of shutting down the run for the most part, but when they had their opportunities to potentially stay on the field and put points on the board, they didn't do that. They had 3-4 drops in the first half, and I thought that was the difference in the ball game early, because maybe it could have given them some separation. Maybe it gives them the lead. Maybe, who knows, it makes Georgia get out of their game plan. But when they didn't, and then Georgia got, and Texas, pulled what was it, 10-14. And then the next thing you know, in the fourth quarter, you go boom, boom, boom.
Hey, that onside kick, that onside kick was a dagger.
Brilliant.
Too. Dagger.
Brilliant.
Oh.
That's the Sean Payton to open the second half of the Super Bowl.
Exactly right.
They ain't going to be expected. They're just going to be happy to get the football. Oh, I'm my bad. You're not going to get it. It's the same thing with Texas. You thinking, oh, they just scored. They're going to kick the ball off to us. Kirby knows that front line going to be leaving early. They left early. And
you play to win the game, man. You play.
You do.
It's all fair. You better be on your P's and Q's all game, every minute between those lines. If you're not, a good team will catch you.
You to make a play like that, we saw Coach Saban do that in the national championship game against Clemson. Remember, they scored and they went the onside kick, and Marlon Humphrey it hit the high bounce, and Marlon Humphrey. But you better be right. You put a team on a short field.
You're also
who knows what happened, but that was a gutsy, a big time call. And only a Kirby Smart. There are only a handful of quarterbacks that know I got the job security to do this. Because that's the difference in potentially. Who knows, Johnny? You all of a sudden you lose this game, and now you're on the outside of the college football playoff looking in. I don't think Georgia would have had that problem considering who they've beaten, but it would have been very, very interesting. But give the Bulldogs credit. 9-1, the 5 seed. They're going to move up, obviously, because Alabama lost, and we're going to get to talk about that ball game.
Go ahead. This eliminates Texas from all talk of being in the college football playoff, correct?
Yes.
Hey,
but
see you boys next season in August.
But Johnny,
out the club.
You know how it is, though. And look, if we can't have fun, we don't want nobody to have fun. The number 4 Alabama Crimson Tide were upset at home in Tuscaloosa by the number 11 Oklahoma Sooners by the score of 23-21. The home SEC loss dropped Alabama to 6-1 in conference play and 8-2 overall, while John Mateer and the Sooners improved to 4-2 in the conference and 8-2 on the season. Oklahoma won despite generating only 212 yards of offense. It's the fewest since 2022. OU is fewest in a win since 2001 against number 5 Texas. Sooners wrote a defense which forced 3 turnovers, and the Tide entered the game. Eli Bowden's 87-yard INT return for a touchdown. Mateer 15 of 23, 138, no touchdowns, no interceptions. They only had 74 yards rushing on 28 rush attempts. But you get 2 fumble recoveries and you get a pick 6 return for a touchdown, and that was the difference in the ball game, because you get 10 points off turnovers, and that was really the difference in the ball game. But I told Johnny, Ocho, I told y'all last week, I said you better be mindful now. Brett Venables now, his defense, that's how they win their games. They create short fields for their offense and get scores like that, a pick 6, scooping scores like that. But I don't know what y'all guys like. I'm interested to see what you guys think. This is the worst crop of running backs that I've seen Alabama have in a very, very long time. They're very marginal in the state of Texas. And I know they're 4- and 5-star recruits, but they're not very good. And the offensive line, whoo.
Well, listen. It's you got to understand, in this NIL era, in the stage that we are now, all the talent, most of the talent always went to Alabama. Now that the playing field is even, and other teams can grab, just because you're a 4 or 5-star doesn't mean you're gonna be that once you get to goddamn college. It does not mean that. I think, to me, in a sense, I think it's overrated sometimes. But again, now that the playing field is even, where the talent is now spread out all over, instead of all the great running backs being at Alabama, or being at Ole Miss, or being at Georgia, or some of the big, PWI schools. Now they all over the place. That's why it looks the way it looks now. Oklahoma played very, very good defense, and the difference in the ball game was the turnovers. Alabama doesn't have that kind of offense that could overcome that stuff. They don't have that kind of offense that's explosive like they used to be back in the days when they had hella running backs, great I'm talking about real 5-star receivers across the board. where they could be very explosive and score at will. It's not like that. They don't have that makeup. They don't have that DNA like that no more. Listen, Oklahoma played really well. I mean, Mateer didn't. He was what, 15 for 23. He didn't do much.
For 136, for 136 yards. That's it. I
mean, they weren't. They had 30. Mr. Robinson had 34 yards rushing, receiving. What I think Carter had 3 for 36. I mean, that was it. It was. I'm not going to call it a sloppy game, but it's a game where the game was decided on those 3 turnovers because they played very, very good defense.
Yeah, I mean, look, we watch Jeremiah Love, what he's doing at Notre Dame. We're used to seeing a guy like that on an Alabama sideline, for real. Like, we're used to seeing them have a real dog. They don't have that. Ty Simpson still throws for 346 yards. He is the glue that holds that team together. And him still throwing for 345 and not being able to get the job done because of the turnovers and other things is tough, because he played well enough from his position to win the football game, for sure. But you come out in the second half and you don't put as many points on the board as you need. You stall some drives and just can't make that one play to get over the hump. Interesting story of what Alabama's going to be to make the end of the season. This obviously mixes some things up, but a very, very good win from Oklahoma. I think they're sitting at 11, so you have to bump them up to a position to where they're in the mix.
They're looking pretty.
I would still think Alabama is going to be in the mix as well. This can't knock them too far out of the equation.
Hold on.
No, because that is, like you said, Johnny, that's the number 11 seed. Go ahead, Ocho, number 11 team in the country.
Number 11 team in the country, especially when it comes to the playoff, they still have 2 losses. Do they take that into consideration at all, or is Oklahoma going to be a team that could?
Well, OU has 2 losses, and Alabama has 2 losses, but OU beat Alabama.
They have to win
I beat you head to head,
and they're both in.
Okay.
Yeah. I thought Ty Simpson was a little off today. He missed some throws today. He had Bernard wide open in the middle of the field, and I don't know if he was throwing it to him or he's throwing the guy running the end cut in the end zone, but he was way over. But I don't care what anybody says. Alabama fans, y'all been getting on Ocho and I. Something is wrong going on with Williams. Ryan Williams is not the same, Ocho. Yeah. He's not. He's not, Ocho. He's not. You see it. I see it. Johnny see it. Everybody sees it. And don't give me this. That offensive line hasn't been good all year. I don't want to hear nothing about no offensive line. Well, he ain't got no receivers around him. Oh, he got other good receivers around him. So does Jeremiah Smith. And Jeremiah Smith shows up every week and he makes plays. Ryan Williams, I don't know if he's injured. I don't know if he has something going on outside of football. I just know the guy that I saw last year, I don't even recognize this guy right now.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on. It has to be some, away from the field. It has to be something off the field. I hope he didn't allow the stardom, the fame, in such a short amount of time to get to him, where he has somewhat of a lack of focus and forgot the basic fundamentals of how you got where you are right now. To be as young as you are, you should be legitimately the second best college football receiver in football, period. Not even close. I mean, behind Jeremiah.
He's not even top 10 in the SEC right now.
He not. I tried to tell Ocho this, Johnny. He's not even the best receiver on his own team. Bernard is better than he is. Harden is playing better than he is. I get who he is and what he is, and maybe what he is translate better to the NFL. But right now, if I just take it, and you don't know anything about it, and you just watch these guys play, just watch them play this year, and you don't know anything about Ryan Williams, you don't know what he did last year, there is no way you're thinking 2 is better than 1 in 5.
I mean, you're
zero
right.
chance. I have one thing in his defense. I will say, if Lane Kiffin was the coordinator of this team offense, he would have a play or 2 dialed up against the coverage they know they're getting on 3rd and 5 to 7. They know they're getting this. There is a route and a play schemed up for him to get him the ball. I don't see that shot that they're trying to take. They get sacked, or it's an overthrow, or it's just a different – I don't see them even attempting that shot, which would say, are they really scheming for Ryan Williams? So what goes on behind the scenes? How does his practice look? Because whatever it is, his situation in Alabama right now is disgruntled as it can be, but I still don't see them trying to get him the ball.
I can agree with that, but my thing is, Ocho, you've only thrown the guy has 2 targets, and on 4th, the most important play of the game, that's who you're going to? You got to make that make sense to me, Ocho. Now, if that's Jeremiah Smith, if that's Ryan Williams of last year, I got no problem whatsoever with that call. But based on what you've seen this year and what you've seen in this game, that makes absolutely no sense.
Doesn't make any sense. But based on what he did last year and understanding, what he can do once he gets his hands on the ball, then I'm taking that chance. I'm taking that opportunity because.
Based on what he's done, Ocho.
You can't think like that. You can't think like that. It's especially he hadn't played well all year. Let's say he hadn't played well all year, right? So if you're playing basketball, right, you got a 3-point shooter and he can shoot, but he's in a goddamn slump. Do you tell him to stop shooting? No, you continue to give him those opportunities, allow him to shoot the ball. They felt that,
no, hold on. No, I don't tell Steph Curry to stop shooting. But if it's Ryan Williams, based on what I've seen this year, this ain't no Ocho. If this was an isolated incident, if this was one bad game, what have we seen throughout this season that tells you that's the guy on 4th and 4, on 4th and 4, 4th and 5? I think they needed 6. It was 4th and 5. So what makes you think, based on what you've seen in this game, what you've seen throughout the totality of this season, I trust him.
You do know he's their most explosive player despite the way he's playing this year, right? He's their most explosive player despite the way he's playing this year. You know that, right? That's why they took.
Ocho, I got a Bugatti that won't crank.
Finish.
What good is that?
They know he's their most explosive player. He hadn't played well this year based on our standards, based on what we saw last year. But the team and the play caller and the quarterback also know in this opportunity, in this scenario, we want to go to him because we think he can make that play.
I'm confused. Maybe Johnny, go ahead, Johnny.
Johnny, you muted.
Johnny muted.
Oh, other than I hope he's open, they ain't going to him for nothing. They ain't getting him the ball for nothing. If they get press man on 4th and 6 and he's got somebody up in his face, he's good enough to where it should be, look at him, you better run the fucking go and you better win. Back shoulder or over the top. He's supposed to be that guy because if I'm at Ohio State and they press Jeremiah Smith, they press him, and I look at him, I
get the ball.
Tell him to hit the goalpost.
You might well strike up the band.
What are we talking about? Every time. And if we don't complete it on 4th and 6, we walk off the field with our head high. This is the Ryan Williams we expect. That's crazy. He should be the guy getting 11 targets a game. He's getting 4, 5.
Ocho, we just talked about it last week. There were times he wasn't even in. He was just coming in on 3rd down. Now, maybe he's injured. Maybe they're trying to protect him. Maybe he has a shoulder injury. Maybe there's something going on that we don't know. But based on what we've seen this season, he's not even close. Even if he could come out this year, which he can't, he has done so much damage to his draft stock. He would actually need to come back just to improve it.
I don't know what's going on with him. I would love to talk to him, Ryan. If you see this, I mean, if anything, it got to be confidence. It got to be his confidence shot. Something's going on. I don't know what it is, but I would love to talk to young bull Ryan. If you see this, may holler at your boy. I'm easy to reach. You know how to get a hold of me. Little conversation. None too tough. Just to make sure everything's still on the up and up.
All this here is for the love of the game.
Eli Bowens is the guy that ran that kick back 87-yard pick six. Go ahead, Johnny.
All this here for the love of the game. We're just trying to spit some game, help a brother out. We sit here and look at the game in the way that we see it because we know what people expect of you. We know what you expect from yourself. And all we can do now at the point of the life that we are at is try and give back some free game to the cats who can need it. So this is a reaching hand from the Nightcap to say, my brother, you colder than this, for real.
You bet. Exactly. That's it, Johnny. What you put on tape this year, we know, us three know you're better than that. And like Ocho said, hey, if you need to talk to somebody that played that position at an elite level, Ocho phone line is always open.
Especially somebody.
Hell, I'll talk to you. I don't know. If guys reach out to me, I mean, mainly it's really never been college guys. It's always been guys in the league. I didn't have a problem. They asked me, say, what you see, what's going on? What am I doing wrong? Blah, blah, blah. Okay, so, but I don't like to infringe because, now I'm doing this and now you want to insert yourself. Nah, if you reach out, obviously you feel that there's something I can help you with. But based on the guy that we know and what we've seen, we think he could have been he could be special.
Absolutely.
Because he had that potential last year, and now I don't know what has happened.
And the funny thing about it is special is an understatement based on what we saw. Do you understand? You know how many college college teams it is in NFL? I mean, in NFL, how many college schools there are?
Oh yeah, well, I think it's what 110, 112, 115.
Legitimately, all jokes aside, as a freshman, the second best player in the nation at a position.
At his position. Well, he and Jeremiah Smith. You had McMillan at Arizona, was sensational. You had Trav at CU was sensational. But Ocho, it's hard to say. As a freshman, I say he was the second best freshman. He was a top 5 receiver. He was a top 5 player at his position based on what he was doing last year. And to come back and to see this precipitous dip, something, if there's an injury or there's something going on off the field that we don't know about, whatever the case may be, if it's off the field, hopefully he gets rectified. He's talking to someone that can help him get in the right frame of mind, the right headspace, and do what needs to be done. Because we understand sometimes you know things can happen off the field, Ocho, that definitely impacts your play on the field. So whatever the case may be, we hope this young man gets it figured out, because he's too good of a talent. Too good of a talent to be floundering around. And like you said, Johnny, maybe they need to find better ways to get him to football. But I can't get you to football. As my coach used to say, son, I can't get you to football if I throw it to you and you throw it back at me.
No, I'm dead ass over here just on ChatGPT trying to figure out what precipitous means, but I figured it out now. That's a new one I'm adding to my vocabulary for sure.
Alabama has 2 games left. They have Eastern Illinois, and then they're on the road at Auburn, which is the Iron Bowl. And right now, they still have a chance to maybe make the college football playoff. But if they lose to Auburn, it's everything's out the window.
Yeah, for sure. I think this is a game they need to come out and really maybe even try and put some style points on it and win this thing by 17, 20 plus.
Blow it out, huh?
For them to really assert themselves and put themselves in the middle of this thing and be like, okay, we deserve here. They need to go onto the Iron Bowl on a primetime game and make a statement. They'll probably get in regardless because they are Bama and their pedigree and their history, and they're a good football team, better than some of these other teams that may limp in. So I think they deserve to go. Losing to a team that is 11 and also going to get into the playoff, I think it adds more chaos. I think it's a matchup, obviously, with the way the game turned out tonight, that we would want to see a rematch of.
Had they won that game, I don't think it'd have been matter, because look at it. They got victories over number 5 Georgia. They got victories over number 16 Vanderbilt, number 14 Missouri, number 11 Tennessee, and they would have beaten number 11 Oklahoma. So they would have had one of the most impressive resumes that anybody can trot out there. Nobody would have had a resume quite like theirs.
The most. For sure, the most.
So no one would have had a resume like that, Ocho. You look at run that gauntlet to beat Tennessee, Oklahoma. Well, they lost to Oklahoma, Tennessee, Missouri, Vanderbilt, and Georgia. And they beat Georgia, Vanderbilt, Tennessee, Missouri in consecutive weeks. They beat Georgia, beat Vanderbilt, beat Missouri, beat Tennessee. Bruh. But Ty was not as accurate as he normally is today. The offensive line has been bad. The right tackle is not very good, and I'm being kind. Because he is, he ain't getting no NIL money. I know that. But anyway, he's still, he 18, 19 years of age. It's bad. It's bad. And plus, stop all that scat protection. They breaking your scat protection down, because there was one time when he got hit, they slid. They had 3 guys blocking one, and the guy ran right through and hit and number 4 Hill. Bro, I'm trying to figure out how you miss a read that bad. You got a blocker in front of you, and then you run into the tackler, and then the next play you let the slot guy blow you up and sack the quarterback. In consecutive plays.
Ocho know a little bit about this, because he may have had to been hot and have a quick little look every now and then. But you know enough about it, Shannon, to know that if you start off a game and you can't get your scat empty protection type of scheme down, you're gonna have a long day. And to be honest, Ty Simpson and what he's about to go through going to the league, he needs to know, and he's good enough to have the ability to get up there and go, yo, flip this, flipper. Flip this around. You have to. And be like, yo, worst case scenario, let's find the meanest dog in the world, slide everything to him, and just pick a stick aside and throw it quick. If they're sitting on it, you figure it out as the game goes on, but you have to have answers that you're talking about at the end of every drive. That's coaching,
Yeah.
though.
Yes.
We've hit 3 different points tonight with Alabama that gets back to one thing: coaching. A Saban team didn't do that.
No. I think the thing is that, look, if Proctor is what you believe he is, mainly 9 times out of 10, you should slide the protection away from him and leave him one-on-one. And that way you slide the protection out. Running backs, you block your way out. The way we did it, Ocho, and Johnny, let me know what you think about this. The way we did it, we would always tell the back, you're dead last in the read. Block your way out. Do not be in a hurry to get out because you're not first, second, or third. You're the fourth in the read. So block your way out. And if somebody coming in, I'm watching guys getting out. Bro, you last in the progression. Why are you in such a hurry? He's going 1, 2, 3, and maybe dump it down to you. He might go 1, 2, 3, throw it out of bounds.
They want that pill.
Hey,
they want the ball.
If they come off too early, they gonna cover themselves. You gonna cover yourself anyway.
But and guess what? I can't get you the ball if I'm on my back.
I love a running back that turn around and check 3-4 times, do the and then get out. I'm all about that.
Yes.
Stay longer than shorter, you're good in my book. You can get next to me on third down anytime.
And you run by a guy that ends up bringing pressure. You see the guy, you run by like, I'm about to get this rock. No, bro, you last. But like I say, see, Ocho, I'm telling you why I can't coach.
I'm telling you why. That's the whole point. You seeing what they're not doing based on what you already know. But if you were the coach, they probably wouldn't make that mistake because maybe you can teach it. Maybe you can teach it because you've done it before, and it register a little bit differently than the coaches that are actually there right now. All right, and you don't miss your call. And I'm telling you now, these opportunities continue to open up. And God keep knocking on the door, and you ain't answering it. That I'm telling you.
Ocho, you have to realize in the era in which I grew up how coaches work when you made the mistake.
Oh, you could do it. Hey,
you might make that first one. I guarantee you wouldn't make another one.
You can take that same concept, that same attitude, that same philosophy, and use it in today's era.
It don't work in 25. No. They too soft, boy.
They too. Hey, I'm more along the lines of Bobby Knight. I grew up with that kind of Ocho. Man, it wasn't nothing for the coach to grab you by your face mask and snatch your ass off the field when you dropped the pass and made a mistake.
Hey, yeah, they don't work today, Unc.
And you try to walk past. He grab you by your pants and damn near.
Hey, I remember them days.
Hey, man, you on the ground, the coach pick you up by your pants, pull your whole jock strap off. He got your jock strap in his hand. He done pick you up by the back.
Oh, damn.
It's just, man, it's a different era. You guys are right, man. It's a different era now. The number 3 Texas A&M Aggies erase a 27-point halftime hold. I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's the largest comeback this season. It is the biggest comeback in Aggies history. They shut out the Gamecocks in the second half and scored 31 unanswered points. The largest comeback in the victory in the FBS this season. It's the largest comeback in an SEC game in the past 20 seasons. SEC teams had lost 286 consecutive games dating back to 2004 when trailing by at least 27 points. A&M moves to 10-0. Ocho, your guy, Marcel Reed, 22 of 39, 439 yards, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Hey, our guy, KC Conception, 7 catches, $158. Bethel, 4 catches, 139. Williams, 3 for 50 on a tub. Bo Kircher, 3 for 40 and a tub. He had to throw it. Running was not going to get them back in the game, and plus Carolina was doing a great job shutting down the run, Johnny. 29 rushes, 64 yards. If you guys were going to win this game.
Minus 9 yards a half. Minus 9. I'm sitting in that stadium. I'm like, man, what we've been seeing from them is pounding the rock. That's what we've been going to. All that play, all that scheme for the week is out of the building. Early in the first half, so many uncharacteristic plays from this offense. Concepcion dropped the ball in the end zone for a touchdown because he jumped, and he never does that. We had a 3rd down drop. We kicked the field goal from the 2-yard line and miss it. We missed 2 or 3 field goals in the first half. Everything goes wrong. I'm sitting in that stadium at halftime. I'm walking around the stadium telling people, happened again. It happened. This is some Aggie shit if I've ever seen it. They come out, really do lock in the second half. That defense was not the same defense from the first half. That long touchdown they gave up, number 8 broke it, ran up the tunnel, and then ran into the cop. We haven't seen A&M. They've given up some gashes, but that was just, they got out. First time you've seen them get outspeeded, I guess you can say. But, man, what an adjustment at halftime. That's good coaching. Elko came out and dialed in. Unbelievable scheme. Lenore Sellers looked like a different person. You got pressure on him. He sat there all first half and just patted that rock. Boom. I'm going to hit the corner versus cover 3 because the guy doesn't drop deep enough. Boom. I'm going to take this and pull this for 26. It was all South Carolina. You turn around, Marcel Reed, Mike Elko in the locker room. True story. He goes, man, our quarterback, I think he was playing for the other team in the first half. I go, probably right, coach. He goes, but in the second half, he got to figure it out. Just the locker room after being there for such a game like that, man, it's a great day when the Longhorns go down and the Aggies are on top. Let's get it.
Somebody need to explain to me. I don't want to get into the whole thing because maybe people think I'm going to, in Carolina and Gamecock fans, but I need to know, somebody need to tell me what am I missing about Lenore Sellers? Ocho, it's 4th and 6, and he gets sacked going out of bounds. Throw the ball up. Who cares? Who cares if it's complete or not? You cannot take a sack on 4th down, young man. You can't do that. Like Johnny said, he looked like a different person. I don't know. I don't know what he was doing. Lenore Sellers has been bad all year long, guys. That's not hyperbole. This is no embellishment. He hasn't looked good. And I think a lot of it had to do because there was a lot of praise about Lenore Sellers and he might go somewhere else and somebody got an $8 million NIL deal. Bro, maybe it's just me.
I still got faith. With all that being said, I still got faith in him. I think if he really buckles down and takes all that and sets it aside, he's another player that we look at, not as like sure as I am with like Ryan Williams that he's going to be really good. But in my opinion, being around enough quarterbacks, I think Lenore Sellers still has enough potential to go out and come back next year and have an unbelievable year. He's huge on the field in real life. He throws it nice. It comes out of his hand. It's just when things are going really well, it's easy for Lenore Sellers to go really well. Correct. He's able to get the run game and that motion and everything is mixing them up, and he can scramble and slide. They did a fake reverse pass that he caught. They really emptied the clip in the first half, for real. So you see the potential. And then when the chaos comes and the bullets flying and you're in the trenches and you got the pew, 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 it's a different guy. And that comes with time and comes with being comfortable in an offense to where you know where to get out of stuff and what to do. And really, it's when the fire gets hot, he really starts to panic.
You know what? That's all he has to do, Unc. Especially, you understand, you looked at him when they came back. Obviously, when Texas A&M came back and the pressure was on him, you have to learn to stay relaxed. You have to learn to stay calm. To be able to make decisions, make the right decisions in pressure situations, make some of the best quarterback play. That's where the best quarterbacks come from. When you're in a hostile environment, when you're in a chaotic environment, and you're still calm and collected, being able to make the right decisions, during that time. And Sellers kind of folded under that pressure today. Simple. 4th and 6. The call should have came into the headset. Listen, by any means, you got to make a play. You can't run it. If you got to throw it, if you have to throw it, even if you have to put the ball in harm's way, you have to do something with the ball. So just running out of bounds. Obviously, it's a huge mistake. One that he probably won't make again if he's back in a scenario like that.
I really shouldn't have to tell a quarterback that's starting at a D1 school that he got to throw the ball on 4th down and he can't take a sack running out of bounds. I shouldn't have to tell him that, Ocho, because I got a problem. I'm going to have a problem if I got to hold your hand every step of the way, because you both guys said something very interesting. Did you see how well he was playing when everything was going well? Well, in the NFL, there are going to be more times than not, it's not going to go well. If all you do is play well when you front run, what happens when you fall behind? And you see, as A&M started to mount that comeback, he needed to be the guy. I got this. I'm going to stop this damn momentum. I'm going to put a stop to this right now. He didn't. He embellished it. He helped him.
There was a 4th and 1. There was a 4th and 1 in that second half that South Carolina went for. That if they score any amount of points there, it makes it an extra possession game for A&M. It makes it really hard. And they went for it on 4th and 1. I will say this: number 11 and number 9 on the Texas A&M defense stood tall today a couple times in that second half and played like some real dogs. With that 4th and 1, if they get that first down, there was 7 minutes left in the third, maybe. They were bleeding a lot of clock. They get that first down, they knock the clock down to 3 minutes left and kick a field goal and take points. That for them, they didn't even put it in his hand. They ran it again up the middle and got stuff. Little plays like that where you're not so confident, where you put the ball in his hands for sure, because you don't trust him enough. He should be running that rock. He's 6'4", 250. What'd they do with Cam?
He that big?
What they do with Cam?
Thank you. That's my point. Johnny, you're making my point.
I'm all in agreement with you.
If he's your best player, let me ask you a question. If you notice in any clutch situation, they put the ball in Mahomes' hand, say, go make a play, son. They put the ball in Lamar Jackson's hand. They put the ball in Josh Allen's hand. They put the ball in their best player's hand and say, son, I'm going to live and die with every decision you make. If I give you a run-pass option, I'm trusting you enough that you're going to run and get it or you're going to throw and get it. But I'm going to live with whatever decision you make, son. They took that decision out of his hands and said, nah, we don't trust you like that, bro.
That they did.
Cliff Kingsbury would have never done that to me, ever.
No.
Ever. We live and die by the sword, and we live and die with him. That's our cat. That's our guy. He doesn't have the keys to that program in South Carolina, and he had all the hype in the world this year. That's what's going on in practice. That's what's going on behind the scenes.
I can live with any decision my best player make. If I put the ball in Mahomes' hand, I put the ball in Lamar Jackson's hand, I put the ball in Josh Allen's hand, or Joe Burrow, or any of my top quarterbacks, I'm going to live with whatever decision they make. And we might say, hey, at least Andy Reid, we've seen how many times on 4th down. They give Mahomes the run pass option. Normally they fake the inside, and he's going to take off and run, and they bring the drag flat. They got the flat going right now, or they got somebody coming in behind the flat. But anyway, I trust your decision.
You also have to understand. Look at the players you just named, where coaches trust their decision making in those times like that. Sellers is not there. He's not there. He's not there yet. Obviously, he's not, because they took the ball out of his hands. With that 4th and 1, that's exactly who you want the ball, whose hands you want the ball to be in. But that wasn't the case. The fourth down. If it was any of the quarterbacks, if it was Josh Allen, if it was Lamar Jackson, if it was Patrick Mahomes on that 4th and 6, you think they would have ran out of bounds? No. They would have threw it and gave someone a chance to make it.
I hope not.
I'm just saying.
Ocho, it's like a 2-point conversion. You take a sack, or no, bro. It's the last play. It's 2 points. Throw it up. Who cares? Maybe you get a PI. Maybe the guy all of a sudden the ball carries over the place and you catch it. But at least something, get the ball out of your hands. The one thing you can't do, son, you can't take a sack here. You got to get the ball out of your hands. It's really that simple. It's not that complicated at all. It's that you got to get the ball out of your hand. Because guess what, Ocho? If you get sacked, the game's over. I don't know what happened if you throw the ball. Maybe we get a PI. Maybe he makes an unbelievable catch and he catches it. But the one thing that we cannot have happen is that you get sacked running out of bounds, Ocho. He was running out of bounds. Come on, bro. You better than that. There's a reason why you get the NIL money that you get, because the Gamecock booster and alumni, and they believe that you're worthy of that kind of money. And to make these kinds of mistakes, bro, if you a first-year player, I give you some, you know what, it's his first year. I give him some credit. I say, Ocho, you know what, hey, he a first-year guy. But nah, we can't. Not this. No, you can't take a sack on 4th down.
On the flip side
of this,
how do we feel about the quarterback play from the other side of the field today?
Oh, he was, hey, look, that second half, once he got those jitters out, He had a horrible interception in the end.
Terrible.
In the
Well,
end
on the
of
corner,
the third.
are you talking about the
I'm
corner
like,
route?
bro.
He left it a little short.
Yeah.
The corner route. He
Yeah,
left it
yeah.
a little short. He left it a little short.
Way that ball is high and outside forever.
Because here's the thing, the corner slumped off.
It did.
So that's why you got to be careful on that, because you basically got to no look that throw, because you got to realize where you are, Ocho. It's not like the corner's in the field of play. He ain't got that far to go.
You know, depending on experience and chemistry with a receiver, I'm talking about an elite quarterback. You know what they would have did with that? If that corner you want to shove off, they would have back-shouldered that motherfucker. Yep, exactly. And put it right on his inside shoulder to force him to turn around.
That ball's got to be like a Santonio Holmes almost in the corner with Big Ben. That's how that goes.
But back shoulder.
But what I always said about Marcel too, and what I like really stress on him this offseason was, you need nothing but different combinations of half line routes in 7-on-7. You need to see that corner slump. You need to see what man press outside leverage looks like with the corner. You need to see more and more reps like that. So as it is a bad pick, it's such a good learning tool for him that he now takes and goes down the road and is able to keep in his memory bank. So I don't think he'll do that again. I've got caught lacking on that in practice a million times, where they slump on you and get back. And if they're athletic enough, you feel stupid as hell. Really do. Because you see it, but you have to trust it because it's such an early anticipation throw.
Right.
Once he got settled in, though, to look at what his stat line ends at, to know what his impact was. And by the way, in the second half, he took a 40, 35-yarder to the house on a scamper that he scored on, that they called holding on, that old boy just fell over on, and the O-lineman was just over the top of him. Wasn't holding. So I think if you look at his play as a whole, 400-plus yards, 3+ touchdowns, okay.
He had to play like he played the second half, Johnny, or they're losing this game.
I couldn't agree more.
He had to play out of his mind, and he did. And that's what you expect your guy to do. He's like, okay, I'm the best player. Let me show you why I'm the best player. Let me make these plays. And he made those plays.
If he goes to Texas and he has himself a game, does he win the Heisman?
Man, everybody been hyping about what's the kid at Ohio State in Mendoza, the guy at Indiana. He had another 4 touchdown day today. So we'll talk about him a little later. But I definitely think, Johnny, if he goes to Texas and does what you think he's going to do, I definitely believe he gets an opportunity to be sitting in the downtown athletic club or be in New York come Heisman Saturday.
He gives himself a hell of a chance. If he goes out, runs the table, I believe he will still have SEC championship game too before Heisman weekend, before voting.
Yeah. Well, hey, if you're the quarterback and you run the table, you're undefeated, you go and you play well in the SEC championship game and say you beat a Georgia. I don't know who's going to be on the opposite side. Maybe it's a Georgia or maybe it's an Oklahoma, whatever the case may be. That definitely increases your likelihood, and people like, damn, you see that gamut that they had to run, and here he is, he's sitting here. Yeah, it definitely helps.
Couldn't agree more.
Hey, this Georgia kid, he's playing himself in getting some people talking about him. Ocho and Johnny. Stockton stock is rising. Yeah, I'm not saying it's Bitcoin in the video, but he got some slow growth going on here.
I agree.
Ocho, Texas A&M said the state trooper, Johnny, that made contact with the South Carolina players during the game was relieved of his game day duties. After receiver Nick Harbor caught an 80-yard touchdown pass late in the second quarter, he grabbed his right leg, walked up the ramp, and Oscar Attaway III following. As they turned to walk back down the field, the Texas state trooper bumped into them and then turned around and pointed at the players, seemingly scolding them. Harbor was quickly pushed away by a teammate and continued to the field, but Beamer thanked Texas A&M for the quick action while speaking to reporters after the game. Got a ton of respect for the people here at College Station. It's a first-class operation. Everybody from the game operation standpoint, they do a great job and are first-class people, so we appreciate them handling that the right way and sending him home. Johnny, what are your thoughts about the alma mater?
Yeah, I think we're just a little frustrated in that first half. He breaks off that run, runs up the tunnel. Around here in these parts, partner, we protect this house. We paid a lot of money for this house. Get out of my tunnel, boy. Get back on the field.
Hey,
So he gave him a little something, let him know what's up. To be honest, it didn't give us much of a spark, but listen, majority of the time you don't see a lot of that from A&M people. You don't see it from Aggies. It is a small gesture that, of course, in the day and age we live in, it's on TV and recorded and blasted everywhere. I'm sure the guy obviously feels bad about it. I'm sure it's one of those moments, but just get out of here real quick.
Being in college, I'd hit him dead in his damn head with the football. I'm just telling, just knowing me in college, Ocho, because I'm not going to be as professional as I am in an NFL setting. I'd hit him dead in his damn face with that football.
Hit him dead in his face, and you see that uniform he wearing?
I don't give a damn about that uniform. He had that uniform on when he bumped into two 19-year-olds.
Okay, I see you.
Sure.
I mean, Ocho, they try. If you go look at the one on the right, I think it was 27. He actually tries to move. He tried to inch out the way, and then you gonna bump into us and then turn around and point.
Listen, I
don't worry about it.
I don't know what's wrong with the cop. Obviously, he's in the wrong. If anything, you could have got skinny and slid through them boys real quick. It wouldn't have been no problem. Outside of that, tough guy. I got the badge on. I'm the officer. I'm gonna keep my broad shoulders up, and whoever bump into me, we're gonna have a little altercation. That it could have been prevented. It was unnecessary.
I'm not gonna lie. If I'm in that position too, I'm gonna go with the guy. I'm definitely turning around, getting in his face, and saying something. 100%. It's gonna get to the
knowing
point.
you, Johnny, you gonna hit him with the football too.
I'm gonna test him for sure. I'm gonna get in his face and say, "What's up, bitch?" Right off the rip. Dead ass.
Yes.
Right to his face.
I just know it, Ocho, because I'm in a hostile environment and I'm already on. I'm like, yeah. So your instinct is
bark.
I'm gonna react.
Bark.
I'm gonna hit him. I promise you. In college, now NFL. First of all, I don't think cops would be like that. Hey, first of all, they got security, but cops, they just chilling out there. They happy. They're like, oh man, they might give you a high five or something. But I don't know what he's thinking that, you mean mugging two college kids? I got something for your ass.
In the middle of a game at that. Hey, it ain't that much.
Ocho, he turned around and point like, bro, I don't know where he thought he was. See, he thought he was on the street. See, I want you to know now, that ain't the first time he behaved like that. That ain't the first time. Because think about it. You in front of 100,000. How many of y'all had today, Johnny? 100 what?
105.
God.
Y'all had 100 Ocho, 105,000. You got two college kids. So let me ask you a question. What happens when you ain't got no thousand watching?
You ain't lying.
I had something for it.
You ain't lying.
Your team, just because your team loses, you gonna shove two college kids. A&M, you handled it correctly. LeBron James tweeted that A&M cop needs to be suspended. That was premeditated and corny AF. He went out of his way to start some ish. Do better. He did.
He did for sure.
Kudos to the gentleman, to the South Carolina, Nick Harbor, and the other gentleman. I don't know his name off the top of my head. Congratulations for holding your composure. And not because you could have, and I don't think anybody would have said that you did anything wrong. But see, this is what we're talking about, Ocho. You see, when no one's watching, how they'll do, what they'll do, how they'll treat you. Yeah. You see that, Ocho? I just want y'all to see that. Now, this you got 105,000 people in the stadium. You got cameras everywhere, and he did this. So you know how he will behave if there are no cameras around. Why, bro? Why you gonna shove two college kids and then you gonna turn around and point like they did something wrong? They got every right to be where they are. I just, man, please. But I just don't get what he thought he was doing. I mean, I guess he thought he was doing a good gesture. And some people be like, yeah, that was the right thing. They ain't have no business in the tunnel.
Nah,
what you mean?
They ain't got nothing to do with it. Yeah, listen, I think everybody named Mama, whether you're a Texas A&M fan or not, knows the cop is in the wrong. He's in the wrong. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. It was unnecessary. If anything, you could have got skinny. The kids, they just coming down, they just scored. It was unnecessary.
He sought it out for sure. And to be honest, trust me, I've had my tiffs with the state troopers and the city police of Bryan and College Station. So I've had my tiffs with them in the past for sure. I will say, for the majority of the people in law enforcement in and around this area. This is a very well-policed, very protect the school and protect the people area. The majority of law enforcement around here does an amazing job, and I'm very thankful for what they do for me and the other people of this city. But that today, what we saw was wrong for sure, and I think A&M did handle it the right way.
Yeah, and I think the thing is that trying to get skinny. I ain't trying to get skinny.
Oh, no.
I'm big. I just scored a touchdown, Ocho. I'm big. I'm wide. Like you said, how you big? Like you 250, 260? I'm coming through like a big body.
I don't think people understand what I mean by get skinny. I'm just saying turn sideways. That's all. Yeah.
Like you're in a crowded club. Chad, you know how you go to a crowded club and you like, excuse me. Especially if you got a drink, you don't want nobody to bump your drink and you don't want to spill your drink on nobody, because then you got, boy, you spilled your drink on me. You ain't going to say, excuse me? My bad, dude. You see all these damn people in here? What the hell you make it seem like it's just me and you in this mofo? But I just think the thing is that it's just a bad situation that shouldn't have happened. And Cobb doesn't look good. The college kids look really well, how they handled that situation and moved on. And it's just, I just hate it. So, and Johnny, like I said, Johnny went to school at College Station, so he knows how they behave certain times. I mean, I don't think you have that problem now, Johnny, when you go back there. They love you now because the attention that you brought there. Because, you know, A&M has been A&M, but you brought a new level of fandom. You brought eyes back. You brought the national eyes back to A&M. Man, look here. A&M really hadn't been on anybody's map since Corey back in the 90s. So what you were able to do is to bring eyes to Texas A&M. Because, like I said, Texas A&M has been they were good once upon a time. But what you were able to do, Texas A&M, they go 7-5, 8-4, whatever the case may be. Nobody was expecting them to do anything. And then Johnny comes there and he plays out of his mind. He wins the Heisman Trophy. And now there's a level of expectation that comes along with that program. And Coach Mike Elko has these guys playing well. Marcel Reed, Concepcion, they have a really nice ball club. We're gonna find out if they can keep this thing going. They got Texas, and then they got the SEC championship game. So they have everything they can to play for. Unfortunately, because they handled this so quickly, they didn't let this incident mar a big-time victory.
Of course. I think one thing when I do come back to this town, first of all, Uncle, I appreciate you saying that. I'm humble in the fact of what Texas A&M is now, and when I go back and look at that stadium and realize how different it is, what an unbelievable opportunity I had as a young kid to be able to go have an impact on a school like that, in a state like that. And one of my favorite things when I walk on the field on a game day is to see my old police officer who used to take me home after the games and take care of me and be on the staff. And when we traveled, he took care of me like a fucking wrapped me in a blanket pretty much. And that was good. It didn't let nobody touch me. It's the happiest moment when I dap him up on the sideline, give him a hug and check in on him and his family. So what the school has done for me, amazing. What a position we're in for the first time in a very long time, maybe even unprecedented throughout A&M's football history. I don't know if we've ever been in a position where we're undefeated, get into a conference championship, and a playoff that, depending on how it shakes out, we can get an easier run, or we could get somebody that falls off late here and we end up playing a team that was ranked probably in the top 5 all year. But you don't know how it's going to shake out. Nevertheless, shout out to Elko, shout out to Marcel Reed, shout out to Concepcion, all the boys, Cassius Howe, the defense, and every Aggie that showed up today. We needed everybody in that stadium because we needed to play it perfect. And we did, and it doesn't matter because we got a dub, and we hit in Northgate tonight for sure. Go Aggies.
All right, Kewan Lacy rushed for 224 yards and 3 touchdowns as the number 6 Mississippi Ole Miss Rebs rallied past Florida by the score of 34-24. Dubbed the Lane Kiffin Bowl, is Lane Kiffin's current team picked to win Saturday over his potential new employer as Kiffin's squad took a knee at the final minute. Ole Miss fans chanted, "We want Lane," in a bid to persuade their thoughts after the coach not to vote for another school, possibly Florida. Rebels have now won at least 10 games in 3 straight seasons, and this victory solidified their chances to make the college football playoff. Meanwhile, Florida has lost 20 consecutive games away from Gainesville against ranked opponents since beating Georgia in the COVID year in 2020 in Jacksonville, Florida. Chambliss, 26-35, 301, 1 touchdown. Lacy, 31 carries, 224, 3 touchdowns. The one thing you can say, Lane Kiffin can coach his ass off. Offense, it's hard. I don't know. Look, I have the utmost respect for Ryan Day. But, boy, it's hard for you to find me somebody that's better at calling plays that's in college football than Lane Kiffin.
There's not one.
The funny thing, you know what I like about Lane too, It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what he has on offense. He's always able to put his players in position to maximize their talent and what they do well. Always been able to do that extremely well. The fact that he's gone to Ole Miss and he's had a really, really good season. He's 10-1 right now, and they definitely gonna surprise some people. They're gonna make it to the college playoffs. Ain't no telling what's gonna happen.
Give me the final 2 games.
We had a lot of talk the last couple of years, obviously, about how good of a play caller Lincoln Riley was and what he did with Caleb Williams and being a good play caller and getting guys in the right position. Now USC doesn't have the pieces that they had before, so they don't look like the same way. The scheme, anything. Lane Kiffin is undoubtedly the best play caller in college football, without a doubt. They're calling this the Kiffin Bowl. I don't take the Florida job if I'm Lane Kiffin.
Hell no. Well, how much they got for me, Johnny? I see they just gave Elko $11 million a year.
I think it takes, and if I were him, I get this offer from not Florida. I get this offer from LSU.
Ooh.
That's the job.
Okay.
If I'm Lane Kiffin, what he can do recruiting there, what they will give him, it takes 13 to 15 million. It takes a crib in the bayou. It takes 2 of those cars. It takes the jet wherever I want to go, whenever I want to.
No, I can only give you 50 hours, Johnny.
Well, we're taking all 50, and we're going to try and give some to my son. We're going to try and give some to my son. He's getting 50. Grandma out there is getting 50. Everybody's getting 50. Yeah, okay, 50 hours. I'm going to spend that in a month in the offseason. You're crazy as hell. If I'm getting everything, if I'm leaving. If not, I'll take the $13 million I get from Ole Miss, and we'll continue to build something.
Hey, listen.
You think they'll make him the highest paid? You think they'll jump him over Kirby? Because right now Kirby's the highest paid at about 13.
Lane got all the leverage. He
leverage. Does.
You want me that bad? Show me you want me that bad.
But Johnny, I got to spend $50+ million to get Brian Kelly out the door.
Somebody go find it. We're talking about the governor is talking about hiring the dude. Go find some money somewhere. What are we talking about? This name of the game.
Shaq got it. Hey, Shaq, they're going to need you to break them off.
You got plenty.
Shaq, Angel Reese, Jetta, Chase, Joe.
Hey,
they need all that big time of love to come back and pitch into this pot.
Oh, they got it in the pot without having to call on the alum. Oh, they definitely got it.
They got their final game is 11-28. They play Mississippi State in the Egg Bowl at Mississippi State.
Wait, hold on. They got Mississippi. They got 2 more games, I thought. Okay,
they got one more game. Okay. Yeah, they got Mississippi State in the Egg Bowl, which won't be easy. You know, it's a rivalry game. You know how rivalry games go, Ocho.
Every time.
And
Ole Miss,
everything they hope.
If they win out, do we play them in the SEC championship?
They're
the only other one.
Probably. Who's going? I think it depends on who's ranked higher. So you'll probably end up playing Georgia.
There's a one loss.
You'll probably end up playing Georgia, Johnny.
I agree. Damn.
And that's what the SEC won't. Cause guess why? Georgia. That's an hour drive. That's an hour drive from Athens. So you will not have home. You will not. I know A&M travel, and y'all got them big time, but that's in the Bulldogs' backyard.
We're gonna split it down the middle. First time SEC championship, we're going full force, 100%. Maybe not split it.
Man, Georgia
we're gonna be
60-40.
Aggies on top.
That'll be a burner though. Texas Tech football coach Joey McGuire wants his linebacker Jacob Rodriguez to receive the same Heisman talk as quarterback. It's why Red Raiders coach put his star linebacker under center to run the Wildcat formation in the first quarter of the number 8 Texas A&M Texas Tech win over UCF. Everybody's talking about quarterbacks for Heisman, so we put him in at quarterback today, and he scored a touchdown right before an interception. I said, man, get the ball back. Let's get it into the end zone. He got the ball back for me. Johnny, Ocho, what you think? You think he's playing at a high enough level? Is he doing similar what Travis Hunter did last year?
Or Manti Te'o, you compare it to that year where he finished second to me.
Yeah.
My first thought, first of all, shout out to him having an unbelievable season. Shout out to Texas Tech and their coach being that damn cool to be like, yo, we're going to do this for him. That's what Sumlin did for me and Kingsbury did for me. They let me try and kick a field goal. They tried to get me a touchdown. They tried to get me every stat in the book when it got close. I respect that. I think he's having an unbelievable season. One of the best we've seen by a linebacker in a long time. It's an unbelievable story. He probably deserves to be in New York. However, most outstanding college football player in America is what the award goes to. I have a hard time sitting here arguing that he's the best defensive player in the country. I think Caleb Downs is probably a better defensive football player than
that safety from Ohio State.
He's the real deal. But listen,
for me, the best player in college football is Jeremiah Smith. If you saying not the most valuable,
the award goes to the most
outstanding.
The best, most outstanding is what it goes to.
The most outstanding player in college football is Jeremiah Smith.
Absolutely. But listen, he's played extremely well collectively as a group. You know, the team is doing really well this year. He's been a big part of that. Defense was smothering today. UCF really couldn't get anything going, but he's good. You know, as far as up for the Heisman, that's a little tough. That's a little tough for me, especially from a linebacker. He's had a good season, but I don't see him or view him in that LeVar Arrington type era, that Ray Lewis, type era where you're just dominant. A dominant force for people.
Well, he's going to get there. 97 tackles, 9.5 tackles for loss, a sack, 4 interceptions, 7 forced fumbles, 2 fumble recoveries, and 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, that's
pretty good?
Pretty good. Did you just hit the names I compared? Did you? Okay, there's a difference. There's levels. There's levels to it. He's playing well, but like
Dominican Sue didn't win the Heisman, and he had one.
That's the best. That's the best college player. Like I said, there have been some. Back then, college defenders didn't really get any consideration because, like I said, you go back and look at Derek Thomas's his last year. You go back and look at Derek Thomas's last year, and you was like. And if somebody had a season like that, I believe he wouldn't Heisman.
But Heisman, that's a stretch. That's a stretch, and that's no disrespect to young bull out there at Texas Tech.
But you know what, guys? I think he's gonna be there, the Ocho. I wouldn't be surprised, Johnny, if he's in. Considering Texas Tech has never been this high. Texas Tech has not even been on our radar. Even when they had Mahomes, they were fun to watch because Mahomes might throw for 700. But
it's been since Crabtree and Graham Harrell is the last time we've seen them like this. So, and one thing about the Heisman as well is they're okay with bringing 5 or 6 guys who are deserving of the award, and I believe that his story is good enough if he continues to play the way he does to get him deserving to be in New York. Along with
he has the best story.
Marcel Reed. I don't think Jeremiah Smith will get an invite to the Heisman. I think he'll win the Biletnikoff. Yes. I think our boy from Texas Tech will win the Bednarik or whatever it is for the best.
The Butkus. He definitely wins the Butkus.
Absolutely.
So they win
the Butkus and the Gertz. Hold on. What's the other? The other defensive player, you were Chuck McNarick. You had the Butkus. He's winning that.
The Nagurski or what, isn't it?
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like the defensive
He'll probably
side
win
of the ball.
that.
That shit trash.
Huh?
I don't like the defensive side of the ball. That shit trash.
Huh? Oh. All right, Johnny. We got you out of here on that one. Appreciate it. Guys, make sure you go subscribe to Johnny's podcast, Glory Days. Johnny, congratulations on your Aggies pulling it out, 31-30, scoring 31 unanswered points to stay unbeaten and keep their college football playoff hopes alive. So Johnny Manziel, thanks for joining us tonight. That's Johnny Football. Make sure you go subscribe and check out his podcast, Glory Days. Appreciate it, Johnny.
Appreciate you, boys. Have a good night.
See you next week, bro.
Here you go, baby.
All right, we got a very special guest joining us, running for a career-high 224 yards. 3 touchdowns today against Florida. He broke Ole Miss single-season rushing touchdown record with his 17th touchdown today. He broke a record by 16 held by Quinshon Judkins. Here he is, Kewan Lacy. Kewan, how you doing, bro?
How you doing?
Where were you at? What?
Man, I'm doing amazing, bro.
I'm in the car. I'm waiting on my family, man, to get in the house.
Okay, man. Hey, hell of a game today, man. Hell of a game. Congratulations on everything, too, boy.
Nah, man. Thank y'all, man. It's an honor talking to y'all.
Yeah, most definitely.
I appreciate it, bro. They needed all them yards because Florida gave you everything. It gave y'all everything y'all can handle. It was like, I was like, well, damn, Ole Miss, what y'all gonna do? And they just kept giving you the rock, and you just kept running.
For sure. It was definitely a dog fight, man. They came out there to compete.
Yeah. Hey, when the game is going on, do they let you know how many yards you have? Did you realize how many yards you had?
I mean, I can see it on like the jumbotrons and stuff like that, but I try to stay focused on the game and just check everything after the game.
Okay.
I know when what I would try to do is try to get that one big one. I'm like, okay, I got a 50-yarder. So now, so you get that one big run, you like, well, ooh, now I can really do something. I can easily get 100, 150, 200. You go for 224 today. So how did you feel going into today? Did you know, like, man, today feel like a good day? Could you tell from practice? Could you tell the way you felt this morning that you was going to have this type of day?
You know, I kind of felt it, you know, going throughout the week. You know, I just, you know, was dialed in, preparing, getting right. My body felt good throughout the week during practice and everything. And, you know, the energy was just right, you know, coming down to Walking Champs. You know, body's feeling good, vibes good. And came out there and executed.
How you feel now? I mean, 31 carries is a lot of carries, a long of 59, but that's a lot of hits, that's a lot of broken tackles. How you feel right now, and when will the soreness set in? Will you feel like, okay, I got to get some treatment tomorrow, I got to go get in the cold tub, sit in the sauna? So how you feel right now, and what's your body going to feel like tomorrow?
Pretty good. You know, I done had some worse games where my body was banged up same night, but I'm going to probably feel it tomorrow. Go get in the cold tub. I'll be all right.
So what you doing with the fam? Y'all going out to eat? Y'all went out to eat? You had celebration? What's up?
They got some surprise for me when I get into the house. We're gonna see what they talking about. I done seen the little balloons already. So
yeah, I'm gonna say how is a surprise if you already know what's in there? It can't be the surprise if you know. A surprise is that you don't know.
Home.
Okay.
Inside the house.
Oh, okay.
They late. Oh,
okay. So now you gonna go in there like, oh my God, oh thank you. You like you don't know what's going on.
I don't know what's going on.
I'm sure you obviously I know a dream of yours is to make it to the NFL. When you look at the running backs in today's NFL, is there anyone that you compare your running style to, or somebody that you study that you enjoy watching that's playing in today's game?
Most definitely. I like Gibbs for sure. He's one of my favorite running backs to watch.
Nice.
Yeah, he'd probably be my most favorite. Just his explosiveness, and he can just, you know, do anything on the field.
He's nice.
Well, hey, Kewan, you got them kind of jets. I mean, he got them after. I mean, he got that jetpack on.
I'm trying to get right, man. I'm gonna catch him.
I like it.
But you look like you're a little bit bigger than he is. Like he like 200, maybe a little less. How much you weigh?
I'm like 200 on a good day.
Oh, 200 on a good day? Okay. So when you go to the combine, what can we expect? We expect 4.3, 4.4, 4.3?
You know, it's gonna be under 4.4 for sure.
Okay.
It's gonna be under 4.4?
So
yeah.
We gonna see.
So let me ask you this. What's your pitch? President, alumni, boosters, they come to you and they say, Kewan, we want you to go make a pitch to make sure Lane stays at Ole Miss. What you gonna tell you, Coach?
What I'm gonna tell him? I think he's gonna stay regardless, man. He love it here. We all love it here. I don't think I can influence him, but Yeah.
So after a ball game, what's a typical night? You have your family in town. How often do your family come? Do they come to all the home games? How often do your
They
family
try to
come up?
make it to most of the games for the most part. But I got an older brother. He's in JUCO back in Texas, so they just flip flop around.
Okay.
See what fitting.
Where you go to JUCO at?
He played safety there. They going into they just won, so they going to the championship next week.
Oh, that's dope. That's dope. What position you play?
That's strong safety and free safety.
Okay, that's live.
Yeah.
So you try to get Ole Miss to bring him in next year?
We're gonna be together real soon.
I like it.
Y'all gonna be together real soon?
I like it.
Okay, that's what's up. I like that. So where you originally
I was
from?
born in Tyler, Texas, but I grew up all around Dallas. And I went to school in Lancaster. That's close to like Duncanville, DeSoto.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. How they let you get out of Texas?
I don't know. They ain't even offer me.
They didn't offer you nothing?
I had SMU, TCU, but I ain't never really had Texas. So
right.
So you have Texas A&M.
I had Texas A&M for sure, but you
want to get out of Texas.
They just had their running backs already on the board, I guess.
Right. Hey, man.
Okay. Well, it looks like you made the right decision. Your team is 10-1, number 7 in the country. Great chance you got one game. Now, you know the Egg Bowl. You know Mississippi State going to try to ruin y'all parade. Y'all got a parade. They're going to try to rain on it. They're going to try to snow on it. They're going to try to hail on it. They're going to have a big old storm coming through. They try to mess your parade up. How do you make sure you guys stay focused and don't let Mississippi State ruin you guys' season?
Just coming with the right mentality. We got a bye week, so just take care of our bodies. Then when we get back, just everybody's just dialing in, having the right mindset, just go 1-0. And they're gonna try to get their best. So we just got to come out there and dominate, execute, do what we always do.
Hold on, y'all on a bye week?
Yeah, we got a bye week after this week. Yeah, so after.
Oh, you about to act a fool. Y'all man, you like, hey, you would tell your family, go home. Head up, go home. I got to act a fool. Y'all see the game I just had?
Matter of fact, that's a good one. That leads me into my next question. If you're on a bye week, what do you like to do outside of football? Like, obviously, when you take a bye week, I mean, for me, when we have a bye week, I literally it's literally a bye. I don't want to see or do or nothing having to do with football. But what you like to do outside of the game?
Really, I just like to eat good and just chill, especially like during a bye week. I just take care of my body. Like our last bye week, I went to LA to meet my agent, Brian Miller, and Cleo. And I just did a whole bunch of recovery and just ate good, gained a couple pounds.
There you go.
Yeah.
Hey, so if Ocho and I were to come down there, where we going to eat it? Where you going to take us to eat at?
All right, man. I got a couple spots for y'all.
What they got? Soul food? What they got? Neck bone, oxtail, fried catfish? What they got?
Got everything down here. It just depends on what y'all want to eat.
McDonald's?
Ain't nothing but.
No, where you go? Tell us where you go eat. Man, ain't nobody going no damn Mississippi to go eat no McDonald's. You can get McDonald's anywhere.
I go to a couple places on the square. I like Back 9, and it's a barbecue place that's real good. It's whatever y'all need, man.
Oh, so the Back 9. So what they got? So when you go get, we gonna get the ribs. We gonna get the rib tips. We gonna get mac and cheese. They got cornbread, right? Oh, okay. What you want, Ocho? I like them pork ribs. I like mac and cheese. Baked beans. They got baked beans.
Yeah, it's Mississippi, Unc. They got everything.
Mississippi, man.
Yeah,
man.
Hey.
Man, don't be taking us to get no hog chitlins, hog maw now. I don't want better than that.
Matter of fact, hey, we going to Mississippi. Hey, they got strip clubs?
No, we ain't got no strip club.
No?
Nah, just straight ball out here.
That's how you stay focused, Kewan. Don't let him try to get you off the path.
If I'm gonna go way to Mississippi, I'm gonna want to see, some.
Yeah, I don't really think that's the place to go if that's what you're trying to see.
My bad.
Go to Miami or something.
Yeah, there you go. You go to Houston, go to Miami, go to Atlanta.
I mean, I'm just thinking about when I was in college. Sometimes I need to take a break. I need to see something different, to give myself a reset, a mental reset.
Bro, you went to Langston. Oklahoma.
Yeah, we had a strip club.
Ain't nothing.
It was a personal strip club. Like, we made it.
Man,
Oxford really
whatever.
just like a low key, where you just lock in and focus on what you want to do.
Yeah, just lock in. You try to lock in, Ocho.
Good. Whatever, man. All right. Whatever.
No, for real. I'm telling you.
Hey, Kewan, congratulations on the game. Congratulations on breaking the touchdown rushing record. Stay healthy. Enjoy this bye week. And, hey, lock in because you know Mississippi State, they try to ruin y'all parade, man.
Appreciate y'all for having me, man. It was an honor talking to y'all.
Most definitely.
Thank you, man. Tell the family we said hello.
Yo.
All right, now.
Appreciate you, bro. Ocho, the NFL has fined Detroit Lions wide receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown $12,172 for smacking the helmet of Washington Commanders defensive tackle Daron Payne. Payne earned an ejection from Washington 44-22 defeat to the Lions and served a one-game suspension for throwing a punch at St. Brown. He shared a video Tuesday on social media that showed St. Brown using an open hand to strike him in the face mask. Immediately after the game, St. Brown said he and Payne had gotten into a little scuffle and exchanged words preceding the moment when Payne punched him. The three-time Pro Bowler admitted to mention that he made contact with the Lions' helmet. Ocho, are you surprised that the NFL fined
I'm not
Amon-Ra
surprised.
St. Brown?
It's the NFL. They're not going to miss a chance to find you, especially now that the footage has come out and Daron Payne has shown that Amon-Ra did something to him and hit him first. So, listen, the playing field is now even. Both have been punished.
No, I lost more money than 12. How much you think Daron Payne, how much Daron Payne lose?
How much he lost? It wasn't that much.
Probably a quarter of a
He
mil.
probably appeal. They give him half of that back.
How you appeal? He out. The suspension was upheld.
They get back to him. Hey, but your coach always tell you, they always see the second person who
last man will get caught.
They always see the second person who throw a punch every time. Oh wait, yeah.
Ocho, he lost the game check, 1.1 million.
He'll get it back.
He makes 19.5, so his game check
Hey,
is
you heard me?
1.1.
He'll get it back.
Huh?
Another
Get
way.
it back how?
You gonna have to think of something. Hey, let me tell you something. You talk about that 1 point. You know how much I lost in fines?
You ain't lost no 1.1 and no one. I don't believe you lost 1.1 total. You might have lost some money, but 1.1.
I celebrated for 11 years straight. What you mean I ain't lost 1.1?
Ocho, them fines cost you $25,000. Do you know how many tough fines you got to celebrate to get 1.1 million
Ash,
in
do
1
me a
month?
favor, Ash.
We looking. I guarantee you ain't get fined $500,000.
Hold on. I ain't get fined. Do you really? Hey, you
How much you
realize
think you
I
got
did
fined?
do something every game for a decade straight and didn't stop? What you mean? Come on, man.
How much you think you got
I
fined,
don't know.
Ocho? If you had to guess, you think it's more than a million?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And listen, I did not care. Didn't care. Hey, you know what's funny, Unc? When I think about it too, you know why they fine you? You know why they take your money?
Why?
Because it's the one thing that they know they can control us by doing. You hear me?
They say you was fined $115,000. They said you was fined $30,000 for putting on a mock sombrero, $40,000 for the Hall of Fame jacket. Other stunts you didn't get. You got fined $10,000 for the pylon. The golf club, they didn't say how much you got fined for that.
Way more than that. Because they missing a lot of stuff. The sombrero poncho, me grabbing the goddamn camera, find the bribery with the dollar bill from the referee.
Yeah.
God damn it. The sign, I remember Ed Lover. Not Ed, it is Ed Lover, right? From New York. I pulled out the sign. Remember when come on, son? Remember when that was really big? I pulled out the come on sign, the cardboard. That cost me $20,000. Tweeting on the sideline, that cost me 25, I think maybe 50 grand. I tweeted on the sideline. Like, it's so much stuff over.
So think about that. How many fines you got to get up to $1 million?
A lot. And
That's a lot of money in one fell swoop. Because just imagine, because when you first started playing, you wasn't making $1 million a year. So just imagine if they took $1 million in one swoop.
I mean, you know what's funny? The money's changed now, so it's much different now as opposed to.
So let's just say you came in the league, you're probably making $300 a year, and they say, you know what, Ocho, we're gonna take 75 of that. You're like, hold on, I'm making $300, you take 75, so that leave me $220.
You know what's funny? Is people say, oh man, you were just giving away money. Oh man, what you doing? Man, I done got that money. I got fined. I done got that back tenfold now. I don't think people understand that was setting up for long term. And people wouldn't understand it. I see people in the chat laughing. Oh, he dumb. They still don't get it. They still don't see the method behind it. They don't even see the program. How could you not see what I was doing? Unc, I ain't played football in 14? How many years has it been? 14?
But I don't know when you retired. You retired after I retired in 04, so you had to retire, what, 2011, 2012?
How many years it's been? I ain't good at math.
That'll be 14.
Damn, Unc, it's been a long time.
14 seasons.
Hey, that name is still just as strong as it was in 2005. You hear me?
Yeah.
Just as strong as it was in 2005. I ain't caught nan ball. Y'all, they don't get it.
I look. I just, like I said, I don't believe the NFL would have fined. I mean, the fine just coming out now. So, and this was the part that Amon-Ra left out. He said they had some words. He ain't mentioned nothing about he had slapped him. He ain't mentioned nothing about that. He had slapped that man upside his face mask, upside his helmet. He said we got into a little scuffle and we exchanged words, but I ain't saying anything crazy.
Right.
That's what he said, Ocho. We took him at his word because all we saw was Payne slap him. Kinlaw said, nah, he hit him first. I was like, man, Kinlaw, you lying. And I definitely, Deron Payne, obviously, he did not speak. So with that being said, so we just, we could just go by what the footage was. Then when he showed me the footage, I was like, man, is this AI? Like, nah, it ain't no damn AI. But I look, I think this is like, just keep your hands to yourself. Just keep your hands to yourself, and then everybody, look, I understand, words going to be said, as long as don't anybody get anything crazy, you talking crazy about somebody's wife or somebody's kids or something. But, hey, we just going to keep our hands to ourselves. We all grown out here. We all grown. You ain't got no kids my age, so you ain't going to be putting your hands on me. So, but I don't think that does anything for Deron Payne, considering I just lost $1 million. $1 million, Ocho. That's what he's thinking. So I'm sorry, Payne, man. I said,
you're gonna be all right.
Yeah.
Hey, matter of fact, hey, you know what? Hey, I got a text today. Hold on, let me see if you can see this. Hey, it was dope. Hold on. Hey, make sure I cover it. You can see who that is?
I can't see it.
Oh,
Send it to me.
But anyway, Smitty texted me, right?
You talking about Steve
I'm
Smith?
about Smitty over in Philly. Yeah,
Devontae.
He sent me a video, right? So I'm thinking it's him running routes. And I'm looking at the footage. And I text him back, I say, man, I can't see that, man. That shit blurry as hell. He said, yeah, because I'm watching your old ass clips. He's sitting there watching he watching some film of some of the routes. I'm assuming the route concepts that they have and the game plan for the game tomorrow. He's watching some old clips.
Right.
Hey, the footage, dog, it make me feel so old because you can barely see the footage of the one-on-ones and the routes I'm running. Dog, it was crazy. I'm just like, tell him to send it to you in high def or something. But hey,
they would have to burn it and put it on a CD or put it on a format that's compatible to the what we got, because a lot of stuff, Ocho, I had some of the stuff that I had changed over, had to get it from VCR, because when I first started we had VCR, and then they graduated to the CD. So some of the stuff that I had to, I would literally have to get burned, like old footage, old game tapes, stuff I would literally have to get burned to a CD. So
Hey, that's
we
crazy,
old.
but that was dope. Out the blue. I'm sitting here watching Texas. I'm watching Texas in the Texas Georgia game. And all of a sudden, the message come through, and he didn't even say who it was. It's just the video. I'm like, what the hell? What you watching? I'm like, who is that? He said, man, fool, that's you. I'm watching. Right. So the fact that he just sitting there watching film, man, that was dope to me. That was dope. But there's so many other people and players he could be watching before they play the Lions tomorrow. And so if Smitty have a goddamn 20-yard day, it's because of me.
The Miami Dolphins star wide receiver Tyreke Hill made an unusual update to his Instagram profile on Friday. Hill changed his Instagram bio to Unemployed. CBS Sports' Jonathan Jones reported October the 4th that the Dolphins were expected to release Hill before the start of the next league year, which is March of 26. The 8-time Pro Bowler is currently recovering from season-ending knee surgery and has 1 season left on a 3-year, $90 million contract that he signed in August of 24. Some think Hill could be channeling former Dallas Maverick GM Nico Hill, who similarly updated his Instagram bio to Unemployed after the team relieved him of his duties on Tuesday.
Yeah.
Ocho, the Dolphins would probably be happy to trade Tyreke next season, but I don't think you're going to be able to get because they know he's coming off an injury. They know you're probably going to release him.
I mean, listen.
That's why I was under the impression that they were going to trade him before the deadline, but once he's hurt that knee,
listen, even if it wasn't before the deadline, I don't think they would let him go. I still don't think they would let him go. I just don't. I think they want to keep everybody in house and the pieces that you would need to trade. Listen, if they didn't want to let Jalen Waddle go, if they weren't able to get what they wanted for Jalen Waddle, they definitely won't get what they wanted for Tyreke Hill. They definitely weren't. So if anything was going to happen,
but Buffalo wanted him. I don't want to trade Jalen Waddle. I don't want to trade Jalen Waddle to the Bills.
If you're trying to clean the house, you clean the house.
No. Oh. So let me ask you a question. Let's just say, for the sake of argument, you think Cincinnati will trade T. Higgins to Baltimore or Pittsburgh?
But
why not?
Are you trying to improve? Are you trying to improve your team or not? So why are you worried about? Hold on. If you're trying to improve your team and you're getting what you want, the value you want for the player, why do you care where he's going?
Because I don't want to see him twice a year.
If you value him that much, you wouldn't let him go in the first place.
Ocho, because I can't get the value out of him because I don't have the pieces. I don't have Joe Burrow throwing to him. If I had a Joe Burrow, hell yeah, I keep
That's
it.
A good one. I like it. Hey, when you put it like that, I understand. I understand. All right.
Yeah, I just can't use it. But look, I mean, there are some things that we kind of saw. Look, it has not been the same in Miami since what transpired, and it kind of got off to a rough start at the beginning of last year. At the beginning of last year, Ocho, you remember on the way the first game of the season, he had to run in with the police. The last game of the season, he wouldn't go back into the ball game. So that we kind of saw where this thing was headed. I thought they were going to move him this offseason. Right. I really did, based on because it's never going to be the same in that locker room given what has transpired with him. Not you see a lot of guys, Calais Campbell starting his car and Jonnu Smith starting his car. They can support it. They can get behind you because they're like, okay, the guy was wrong. But when you won't go back into the game because you're losing.
Frustrated. Not only losing, but they couldn't get him in the ball. Frustrated. Yeah, I understand. I totally understand. But I don't think Tyreke will be here. I think it's next year he has a $56 million cap hit, if I'm not mistaken.
No, he ain't gonna something like that. He gonna either get released. You can't trade him because he's injured. Ain't nobody gonna give you anything for him, Ocho.
Listen, he might be injured, right? He might be injured, but understanding Tyreke, knowing Tyreke, the way he trains, obviously I train with him sometimes in the off season. Knowing that he's going to get back, even with him, a player of his caliber, with his speed, him coming off injury, even if he's not as fast as he was before he got hurt, he's still gonna be faster than everybody else. Still, even if he loses a step, his losing a step is still faster than everybody else. So he's going to be all right for teams that are going to look at it like, huh?
Are we sure?
Talk to me.
Let me ask you a question. You got a team. You're the general manager.
Am I taking a chance on him? So fuck.
Yes.
I'm almost cursed. Sorry.
At how much a chance? You taking a $30 million chance or $25 million chance? How big a chance you taking?
Chance. Absolutely. I'm
You out
taking
your mind.
What you mean? I'm out my mind. We're still talking about the most explosive.
I don't give a damn who we talking about. I'm not paying no wide receiver no $30 million coming off a 3 ligament surgery. Hell no.
That one I am. What did we talk about?
I'm not. I don't care who it is. I don't care what receiver.
Well, listen, I know, and hold on. It's especially depending on the team, especially depending on the quarterback I have. Adding that kind of piece to my puzzle offensively, knowing what he can do, the mismatches that he can create.
No, we knew what he could do. Are we sure he's going to be able to do?
Out already because he had ACL? Oh
no, I'm not saying that, Ocho.
Okay.
Whoa. See, you basing on everything saying, well, look what Adrian Peterson did. But how many guys have had knee surgery have come back and it ain't been Adrian Peterson? So what if he comes back, instead of being Adrian Peterson, he Trayvon Diggs?
I don't like that. I don't like that comparison.
Well,
I just don't like the comparison. I just don't. For some reason.
I gotta be.
I'm being honest. I'm just being honest. Listen. Also things. Build, not as tall, a little bit more compact. I feel that his recovery,
which is gonna require more torque on that knee because he's so fast. Because getting in and out of those breaks, that's more torque. That's more down centrifugal force. Go ahead, keep on going. Keep going.
Everybody built different. Everybody recovers different.
I'm not saying he's not going to be all right, but I'm not paying $30 million to see if he's going to be all right. That's all I'm saying. Yes, I would take a chance, but the chance is going to have to be in my wheelhouse for my price.
What would your wheelhouse be?
It's going to be an incentive-based contract.
Nigga, please. My bad. Excuse me. Hell no.
That's okay.
Hell no. Nigga, we talk about Tyreke Hill, incentive-based.
Yeah, I'm talking about Tyreke Hill coming off of 3 ligaments.
I wouldn't care.
Torn.
Got both legs decapitated. I wouldn't care, man. I'm giving you this 25-30. If we got something. Hey, listen, injuries is a part of the game. I ain't gonna make you suffer that. That goddamn much. Now I still want you to be able to be happy. I want you to be happy, and I want the best you and the best version of you I can get. You know, incentivize? Absolutely not. I'm not going to disrespect you like that.
No, Ocho. I think the thing is, how much did the Rams pay Devontae? Was it like $20 million a year?
Too dynamic, man. Too dynamic. And understanding what he can do somewhere else.
Now, think about this here. Devontae Adams, 22 million. They gave Devontae 22.
Okay.
With no injury history.
Okay.
2-year 44. And you said after 3 ligaments, we're gonna give Tyreke $30 million a year.
I like that. How old is Tyreke?
He should be 31. 31. How old Devontae? Devontae, 32.
All right, 25. That's my best offer. Hey, 25. That's my best offer. I ain't going no lower than that. I'm not going no lower than that. And matter of fact, let me tell you something. Tyreke's agent, Drew Rosenhaus. I called Shannon Sharpe. I think the movie Jerry Maguire. What was the name of the movie? The movie wasn't Jerry Maguire, right? Yeah, that's Drew Rosenhaus. He gonna get everything. He gonna get everything. You know, he doesn't even have to manipulate. We talk about Tyreke Hill. You know, when he comes back, what's gonna happen is this is the great thing about social media. This is the great thing about having social media. When he gets back running and he's able to post the videos and use that as reference, and Drew can use it as leverage. Look where he's back. When he gets on that goddamn track and clocks another 10-1 in 100, coming off of that same three ligament surgery you talking about.
Do they stop and start and track?
We talk about showing the speed. Hey, we talk about
Yeah, I know he
about
got speed. He's
listen.
in line, but I want to see him run the speed cuts. I want to see him
we
stop
gonna
doing
we
them dig
gonna
routes.
film all that. We gonna make sure we film all that. We gonna make sure we film all that. And obviously, what's gonna happen is you want to put the proof, huh?
See him all that.
Yeah, we gonna film all that.
all that.
What you want to do is you want to show proof that you're okay. And when you
Yes.
show the proof that you're okay and you put it on social media and the world can see it, boom. Now everybody and their mama gonna be clamoring. Well, hell, he done bounced back from that surgery.
I might be able to do something. I might be able to do something about somewhere between 15,
Yeah,
18,
15,
maybe
18 what?
20.
To who? To Tyreke? Man, I'll block your damn
Yeah.
number, man. You play with us like that, man.
Okay.
hey, I hang up on you so fast. Hello?
Okay.
How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, how much you talking? How much you talking? Just say the number.
I'm thinking about I can get you that 15 with some incentives. I can get you to about 25.
Oh, incentive base? Nah, we ain't gonna do that. Hey, but let me tell you, let me tell you what, man. Me and my client, we gonna sit down and talk about it, and we'll call you back. All right, bet.
All right.
Yeah.
Appreciate
and
that,
when
man.
I hang up, I'm gonna block that number. Don't even play with us like that. We got 30 other teams. 30 other teams that can use our services that's not gonna play with us like that.
What teams? Okay, you go to Carolina. What you gonna do with Carolina?
With Bryce Young?
Yeah.
But do you not see what we doing without a Tyreke Hill, and you add a Tyreke Hill to the offense over there in Carolina with T-Mac? Huh? Hunter Renfrow, Jimmy Horn?
I saw that.
Huh? Xavier
Saw all
Leggett?
that.
Do you really want to do that? Mm-hmm. Because the NFC
I do.
will go through Charlotte if we do that. Don't play that game. Don't do that.
Okay.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. But don't get me started.
All right, Chad, y'all remember this
Don't
conversation?
get me started about my Panthers now. Yeah.
Okay. Another day, another report coming out of the Eagles locker room. This time it's for Diana Rossini of The Athletic. After asking people inside the Eagles building, it was explained that multiple offensive players have grown frustrated with Jalen Hurts' approach this season, particularly against zone coverage. They believe he's become too hesitant to in tight windows, leaning on checkdowns or scramble instead of trusting what's open downfield. Philly ranks 30th in pass attempts. The result, pass catchers have become disinterested. Any top receivers I've covered in this league have said the same thing. They spend hours getting open. When the ball doesn't come their way, frustration follows. It's a talented offense that knows it's underperforming. This isn't just Brown venting. The whole unit wants more. Trust, more communication, and maybe a little more edge from its leader. Ocho?
Hey, them boys frustrated, baby. Them boys, them boys
Absolutely.
frustrated because they 30th in what? 30th in what?
30th in pass attempts.
Okay, 30th in pass attempts. How many teams in the NFL? 32
32.
teams. They're 30th in pass attempts. But the most important thing that people are going to look at is that record. What's their record? 8-2.
8-2, I
Okay.
think.
So if at any point, so right now being 30th in pass attempts is not affecting the most important stat, the win column. You're still getting wins. But what I think is you're going to have to evolve. As the season continues to go on, you're going to have to get better in certain areas. As a
72.
Oh,
There's 72,
okay.
Ocho, my bad.
But like I was saying, they're going to have to get better in certain areas as you play better teams, as you get to the playoffs. What you've done in the regular season is not going to work. They're going to have to be a healthy balance. There hasn't been a healthy balance because not only you're 30th in pass attempts, the run game is not what it once was. You are being carried by your defense. You're being carried by your defense. So at some point, I'm not sure when, there's a lot of football left to be played, but at some point the offense is going to have to hit.
Need to carry its load.
It has to carry its load because right now the defense is doing all the carrying. So I like Jalen Hurts. I like what he does with the ball. He doesn't take many chances. Matter of fact, hell, he don't take any. He don't take any goddamn chances at all.
That's why they're frustrated. Because that's why they're frustrated. Because he's not trusting to throw the ball. There's like if it's zone coverage, if it's not wide open, you're not throwing the football instead of trusting.
Can I say something? Especially with those zone coverages.
Yeah,
when it comes to those zone coverages, he has to have unbelievable anticipatory skills and really rely and trust the receivers to be in the right place. every time to run through those zones and being able to put him there before you come out your break. That ball got to be gone. It got to be going, and maybe that's just not who he. Maybe that's not who he is. Maybe it's not, because at this point in juncture in your career, if you're not doing it now, you probably never will.
It is going to be hard for the simple fact. I mean, he grew up.
Yes,
he
sir.
played in Nick Saban, and the one thing Nick Saban's what?
Yeah.
Don't turn the ball over. And maybe he's become overly cautious.
I mean, it's
because what do we say about what do we always say about Jalen Hurts?
Yes.
He takes care of the football. He doesn't put the football in harm's way. Well, in order to be prolific as an offense of throwing the football, you just have to put the ball in harm's way sometimes. You just do. You just do, Ocho. Sometimes to get to the other side, you got to cross dangerous waters.
Yeah.
You just do, Ocho.
Yeah.
You just do. And so, look, I've never not understood what AJ was saying. What I was saying is that when you say it publicly and you're having team success, people will look at you a certain type of way. They're not going to hear that, man, look, I want to help the offense. This offense can be so much better. They're going to say, you just complaining. Just be content. You making your money, and you're 7-2. But that's not what they're – and AJ is saying, look, if we were losing, that wouldn't be okay. And I know this offense can be so much more. You heard Smitty on the sideline. Just throw the ball.
Yeah, he did. Yeah. And they and you know what? I think they're gonna be all right. I think they're gonna be all right. Still, I know they're frustrated. I know Devontae's probably frustrated. We've heard AJ and his gripes,
but they got totally different personalities.
Completely different personalities. But they winning, They winning. And listen, I know Saquon is frustrated, but knowing who he is and knowing his character and the type of player he is, he's not one of those to come out publicly and say anything. So he's going to keep chopping. He's going to keep chopping wood. At some point, that wood is going to break. When he's going to have that game, I don't know when, but it's going to be a big one. Hell, it might be this week. I know it's a big game against the Lions.
Because they're going to have to put points on the board now.
You got no choice.
Now. They play the Lions.
Because you can look up the goddamn Lions be up goddamn 28-0. You see how Seattle looked last week.
Right.
You see how the Rams looked last week. There's a good chance that this is the game where the Eagles offense has to open up. Goddamn Petula. Hey, you bet, man, listen, I don't know what playbook you've been using, but you're gonna have to open that motherfucker up this week. You're gonna have to open it up tomorrow. You're gonna have to. Unless the Eagles defense is playing that goddamn well, it's able to stifle Gibbs and Montgomery, and they're able to stop J-Mo and St. Brown. Listen, some got to give. You ain't gonna be able to stop everything. So it's going to be a good game. I'm excited, for the Eagles to see what they do. To me, that might be the best game tomorrow, outside of the Bengals and Steelers.
And you know what you call them is Dan Campbell's calling the plays now. So Dan Campbell's very aggressive.
Hey, anytime they get across the 50, let's say 40 in, that's 4-down territory. From the 40 in, that's 4-down territory.
Especially if it's probably 3 yards or less. Absolutely.
Yeah, they don't
Absolutely. Care. T.O. say he empathizes with AJ as a receiver and has provided not so subtle hints about his frustration with the state of the offense. If you're in an offense, especially with AJ being receiver number 1, you want to be involved in the offense. I don't blame him. That's an offensive coordinator thing. I truly understand where he's coming from because you have to utilize the guy based on his skill set.
I like that. And listen, and that's coming from the greatest receiver of all time. One of my guy. And you know how T.O. was. He was not shy about voicing his frustrations when he's not used correctly. Hey, he don't play. He gonna let you know. Matter of fact, he gonna let you know on the field. Now, I think the Eagles will be fine until we see A.J. Brown pacing up and down the sideline behind Jalen Hurts like T.O. was doing Donovan McNabb back in the day. You remember that, Unc? That was so funny. But I think they're gonna be fine. I'm not sure how much freedom Jalen Hurts has to go on his own script, even when the plays are called, and being able to change stuff at the line of scrimmage based on what he sees from coverage. But to me, with a top 5 talent receiver that I have in AJ. If I had an AJ Brown and I come to the line and I see any type of man-to-man, I'm checking. I'm coming out of it. And matter of fact, it could just be between me and him. Small hand signals, a tap of the face mask, a tap of the helmet, just to get you in rhythm, just to get you to touch the ball early. Seeing games where AJ Brown ain't touching the ball to the goddamn third and fourth quarter, man, what the? Come on, man.
Yeah, it's hard. It's hard
Come
to
on,
get a
man.
rhythm like that.
Come on now. I understand y'all winning and everything, but come on now. I mean, for those in the chat that have maybe if you play football at any level, it doesn't have to be the NFL, but just being a part of the game, just let me know you want me, you know? Like, come on. Hey, why you laughing? I'm for real, That's like being.
It is. It's tough though, Ocho. It's tough. It's look. I played in a system that Mike was aggressive, but after we lost that game to Jacksonville in the playoffs, it was a different mindset. Now, if the game dictated, a team, this is a team we need to score. We got to score 30. We got to match them. Okay, I get it. But more times than not, we're gonna start out running the football. And y'all, I don't know why they get mad. Ocho, why they get mad at us? Man, y'all just don't like Hurts.
Hey,
I just think his quarterback, his wide receiver is frustrated. Not me. I ain't catching no passes. Schmitty saying throw the ball. We better than that. I be telling them throw the football. Jordan Mailata, throw the football. Lane Johnson said we got to be better. He said if I say anything, I'm just gonna be the 18th guy on offense that's saying something about this. So y'all need to talk to them. All we doing is reporting it. I'm sorry, y'all don't want us to report. I guess it shouldn't have got out. It shouldn't have got out about the meeting, and Ocho and I wouldn't have talked about the meeting that they had.
I got eyes, I played the game. I played the game. I understand, and most people just be like, man, you ain't never won nothing. I'm winning in life. I'm winning in life, and I'm winning in life.
You are winning in life.
Madden. So I know what it takes. It took me to throw to my best receivers for us to win the games. Okay, listen, I played with the Bengals. I didn't have an opportunity. I didn't have an opportunity to win. I didn't. Okay, but that does not mean I can't talk about the frustrations that AJ Brown is having and Devontae Smith are having on the offense that I see and watch every day, despite them winning. It's going to catch up to you when you play better teams. I want them to win tomorrow, but you're going to see the example on what we're talking about and why we talk about it when you play an explosive offense like the goddamn Detroit Lions that could put up 40 goddamn points at the blink of an eye.
I'm not an economist, but I know prices are rising. I know it costs more when I go to the grocery store and I buy ish. I know it costs more. I ain't go to Stanford. I ain't go to Harvard or Yale to be an economist or anything but I know what's going on. Just because you didn't win, you played that position. You of all people should know what it's like to play the position, have a level of expectations of being receiver number one, going through a whole week of practice, getting the ball, and then come Sunday, they don't look my way.
Hold on, until the fourth quarter.
He's too good to get 2 targets.
Man, stop.
Yes.
Stop
what you
playing.
want me to do? So what you want me to do? You don't allow. That's like allowing. Say, you know what, Michael Jordan, or Kobe Bryant, or Eddie, or Shea. Just imagine saying, Shea, we don't want you to shoot the ball until the fourth quarter, until it's a crunch time. Jordan, don't shoot the ball to the fourth quarter. Kobe, don't shoot the ball to the fourth quarter. Jokic, Giannis, anybody, Luka. Come on, man. Just because you don't win doesn't mean that you don't have eyes, because you of all people should know, being receiver number one, the level of frustration that AJ Brown has because he's not getting the targets and he's not being put in position to succeed. So now people looking like, man, AJ sauce, AJ washed. AJ ain't washed. AJ is not getting the opportunities, because we've seen 2 games when they're giving our AJ Brown opportunities. We've seen the 2 games against the Rams, and we saw the other game where he had 4 for 120. I forget the game it was. So the Ram, the one was the Ram. What was the last game? What was the last game that they ended up winning? But that's what fans try to do. Well, you didn't win nothing. I didn't. but I know what that guy's going through. You ain't in the locker room. Yeah, you're right. I'm not in that locker room, but I was in a very similar locker room. And the one thing I can say about athletes, a lot of them think alike. The greater they are, I give you an indication of how they think.
And matter of fact, not only give it and
no,
the funny thing about it
against the Packers, he had another. The Vikings. The Vikings is where he had that big him and Smitty went off against the Vikings. So he knows what he can do. He knows what he's capable of. He's a multiple-time Pro Bowl player, and he says, "I'm not getting the opportunities." Now, a lot of that is the offensive coordinator calling plays, but a lot of that is that when they call plays, I need my quarterback to have the courage that it's a zone coverage to throw that Smitty and I are going to be where we say we're going to be. And for you to point that out, just because you don't win, there are a lot of guys that's on TV didn't win. And they talk about football all the time. And they make a lot of money.
Yeah.
Giants rookie Cam Skattebo showed off his screwed up shoulder joint on live. Ocho, take a look at this.
Yeah, broken collarbone. Yeah, it's broken before. And the funny thing about once you break it once, and that thing callous up and harden up, you back strong. Hey.
It's going to look like that unless you want to have it. And I don't know if you noticed, Ocho, but the file bone down, can you imagine what that feel like? I'm good. Because they told me, said, well, it's kind of, we can file it down. I said, you ain't filing nothing down. The only thing I won't file is toenails.
Look. Damn, how'd I make it pop out? Oh, mine does it. Is it this side? I think. Oh, there you go. I can't get it to come up.
Yeah. You what'd you do? You broke your collarbone?
Yeah.
Oh, you separated separated your shoulder.
It wasn't much though, but I know I can move my.
No, I broke mine. So mine almost broke the skin, and so I got a knot.
Yeah, whenever I had to wear that harness, was it. But I only missed that. I think I missed that one game, and I was right back. I was right back the next week.
Well, you had to wear a harness. That was your shoulder. Your shoulder joint so that might have been your AC joint. Because that's yours. Collarbone is like here.
I don't know. I just
actually top of your rib cage.
If I could do something like this, and this pop way up here.
Yeah, and you put that harness on, you're only able to raise it so high.
I could go back to right here.
Sublexing.
Hey, I'll catch it. I was catching everything with my body.
Jordyn Woods' birthday gift to Cat was his mother's car from his childhood. During the summer, Carl asked if I could drive any car for a day, which one would it be? I answered. His response was, I wouldn't pick anything crazy. I just really love my mom's car she had when I was a kid. So I went on a mission these past months to find the car, shipped it across the country, got it fixed up, and was able to surprise him with it for his 30th birthday.
Hey, that's dope, man. That's live.
Oh, my goodness. Oh,
that's
my
live.
Goodness. That's a good girlfriend.
That's dope, man. That's dope. That's dope. Hey,
Hey, Cat. Yeah, and Cat said, I sat down with Cat about a year and a half ago, and man, he spoke. Hey, that's his best friend. He said, when I went through what I went through with my mom, she was there. That was the most when I was at my absolute lowest, and I didn't know where to turn. She was there. She was the person that I talked to every single day. She was the person that was by my side. I said, Cat, well, you know what you need to do. You know what you need to do. That's amazing. Jordyn, that was an unbelievable gift. I'm sure Cat really, really appreciate that because he just absolutely adored his mom. That was his best friend, and every time she passed during COVID, with COVID, and to know what she was going through and him being there every day and see her further and further and further, and she finally transitioned. Man, that's incredible. That's incredible. Ocho, what's the best birthday gift you've ever gotten?
Ooh, that's a good one, huh? God damn. Hold on. Let me sit back. See, because I'm glad you asked me that because I got to think. When it comes to birthdays, those that I've dated or partners that I've been with, they understand I don't really celebrate my birthday. You hear me? I love to just say a prayer. I'm not into gatherings. I'm not into get-togethers. I'm not into that. I love to say a prayer and see it another year. And after that, that's sufficient for me. You know what? Hey, the best birthday gift was a surprise, huh? Years ago.
Yeah.
Years ago, I was with somebody years ago, and they gave. I don't want to do anything, and they lied to me and said we're going. This is when Obama. I think Obama was in office, and maybe he had just won, and they said we're going to a private dinner, and we got a table to sit with Obama and Michelle. I'm like, oh, for real? It's like, yeah. So you got to be dressed up. You got to be in real some dapper and something nice. You hear me? And so they understood that if you told me what we were doing, I'd be like, nah, man, you know I don't like to do anything for my birthday. So they had to lie to me and that's the only way to get me to go. Oh, man, we're going to have dinner with Obamas? Man, well, I put on nice little jeans, nice little jacket. I'm ready. I said, well, where's that? Oh, it's on the beach. Private,
Man, you know damn well President Obama and Michelle ain't on no beach waiting on your punk ass.
No, on the beach. That's where all the rich people go though, huh? When they have stuff. Yeah,
Star Island?
Yeah. So that's what I'm thinking. That's what I'm thinking is that. So we pull up, and I see cameras. I say, okay, they must really be here. Hey, I get out the car. You heard me? So I get out the car. The camera started taking pictures of me. I'm like, what y'all taking pictures of me for? And some dancers came out of nowhere, I'm not talking about, I ain't talking about no stripper. I'm talking about dancers like when you go to,
I thought you talking about
not like that. I mean, with the costumes.
Okay.
Like when you go to like a 5-star restaurant that has shows or something like that. They come out of nowhere and I'm like, oh, this is nice. This is professional. This is really nice. And we walk in the building. How about it's a goddamn surprise for me? I walk in the building, man. I see all my homeboys from Cincinnati in there. T.O. sitting there. Everybody from Miami. People that flew in town. I'm like, man, what the hell? And it was a surprise party for me. And the only way to get me to go was to tell me that it was something important or an important event that was happening. Because ain't no way in hell. Ain't no way in hell I was showing up. So that was dope. And that was, yeah. I don't want to give a table legs, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah. That was dope. That was dope. Outside.
I have a couple, Ocho. It's hard to just pinpoint one. Y'all probably have seen this. In my
hey.
Because when I take pictures with the dogs, and so sometimes it comes up. But I had an ex that.
Hey, that's a good one, huh?
Man, I cried. I ain't gonna lie.
Hey, boy, that's a good one, boy.
I cried like a baby.
That's a good one.
This is my most. That's probably one of my most prized possessions. My brother gave me this Bible for my 30th.
Well, hold on. Hold that Bible up again. Well, I like that. But that's old. That's the Old Testament, New Testament. King James version.
Oh, Bibles come with both
my bad.
Old and New Testaments inside
I
of them, Ocho. You can't get a Bible with just.
You need that thing. Look kind of brand new to be that old now. Oh, you need to open that thing up.
And I had an ex get me a Bible for my 30th birthday. My sister carried the church. It was in a box for my 30th birthday. So So this Bible is 22 years old. The other one is 27 years old, and this picture is.
Hey, hold on. While you got the Bible in your hand, do me a favor real quick. Go to Proverbs 11:25 real quick. Yeah, Proverbs 11:25. This is something that I live by.
You live by. I'm not gonna pay.
Nah, don't worry about it. But I'm gonna pay your money. Just read Proverbs 11:20.
When?
Huh? As soon as you read this.
All right. Corinthians, Revelation, Timothy, Titus. Where is? Hold on. Genesis, Exodus,
Proverbs in the middle. Yeah, you know, I was a junior deacon. I know exactly. I know exactly where Proverbs at.
What'd you say?
11:25. Proverbs, chapter 11, verse 25.
See, look.
What that is? I can't see that. The writing on that too small. I only got one eye. Damn.
So when you say Proverbs
11:25.
what? Proverbs 11:25. A generous man will prosper. He who refuses others will himself be refreshed.
That's if you notice, every time I leave, I don't stop doing it now because, I mean, people have been using it against me. But when I tip, if you always look at any time I ever tip, I always put Proverbs 11:25 at the top of it, always. Yeah, I would just think about that. See, so that therefore let you know I'm a generous person. You're gonna get your money.
Just leave it just leave it when I see you.
Hey, boy, I'm so excited. Hey, chat, I'm so excited for football tomorrow, man.
But Ocho, I don't know how you are, but if I get something, if somebody give me stuff, I don't throw it up in people's face, but I've basically every gift that I've gotten from an ex, I still
all
have
of
it.
them. Hey, sometimes hold on. Sometimes you gotta let that bad mojo go. Yeah, sometimes
no bad mojo.
Sometimes it's not given in good sense. I'm just sometimes it's not given in good sense. It's only given because they've received, and because they received, and okay, I've received. Now I have to give. And I just don't like the way that sit. So sometimes when things don't end the way you think they should end, there's certain things you have to cleanse yourself from.
Yeah.
When you let go, you gotta
nostalgic,
completely let go.
Sentimental. I think sentimental is I did. My sister threw them away, and I got mad.
Go. Thank you, sis. Thank you.
I had Ocho. She threw them away probably about 90, probably about 93. But I had every love letter every girl had written me from the time I was about 4th grade until the time I was in.
Why you hold on to that stuff? When it's time.
Ocho, I had some other things as well.
Hey, listen.
She got rid of all my stuff. That wasn't hers to get rid of.
When you're moving forward in life, you can't move forward in life holding on to old baggage.
I don't know where the stuff is, Ocho. I haven't thrown it away. Now maybe my sister might have thrown it away. Some of the stuff is thrown away, but I kept the Bible. My sister carried the Bible.
Now the Bible's okay, but gifts and materialistic stuff and photos and and
Hold on.
letters.
So if your ex gave you a watch or a necklace,
Yeah,
you got rid of
I don't
it?
want that. I don't want nothing that remember me or you, that remind me of you. Absolutely not. And probably if you bought me a gift, it was with my goddamn money anyway. Hell no. I'm not keeping nothing.
No.
Nathaniel.
Nah. See? Got the card. This card says, my brother gave me this card. But I'm going through this Bible. This Bible said like 93. Damn. I got to call Spank and see. No. It got my name on it, Denver Broncos. So, but no, this painting.
Hey, now listen.
I mean, I like I said, no, I just
that paint was nice.
I don't wear, but I just make sure I've never worn anything that someone has given me when I'm with someone else. I would never do that. But I don't have any jewelry. Nah. I don't have any jewelry. Nobody. Come on, Ocho. I mean, nobody's buying me the type of jewelry that we would
wear, honestly. But the funny thing about it, there's certain, I call it dainty. There's certain dainty stuff that's thoughtful that people can get. The only person that has bought me jewelry is my daughter. One of my daughters, they made me a bracelet. They made me a bracelet with all the kids' names on it. It wasn't anything expensive, you know. The little leather bracelets with the names, and you turn them and to spell the names out. That was really dope. But man, the stuff, women have bought us, and I can say this collectively, that have bought us throughout the years. Man, ain't with their money. It's with our money, So whatever we get, you give it away. Because when I'm
no, I can honestly say, because it wasn't until I probably got into probably one time before I got into my 40s that someone actually brought a gift in which they didn't use my money. Prior to that, every time I had gotten a gift, a Christmas gift, or a birthday gift, it was with my money. And so the reason why that picture and the Bible meant so much to me is because that was really one of the first times. That Bible was the first time that I had ever, and I wasn't, but that was the first time at 30 years of age that I had actually gotten a gift that somebody gave me, I'm talking about a family member, that wasn't my money. And so it meant that much to me. That painting means so much because the person, I didn't
that
tell
painting
her.
was a real deal.
And I guess from just observing me and hear me talk about my brother, hear me talking about my grandmother, she's like, what can I do? Now the way she did it, Ocho, is that me and my brother, obviously that's the picture of us standing when I went to the hall. That picture is a picture that I have over my visor. So she had to take a photo of it without me knowing. And placed it like that, like me and my brother standing there, and my grandmother is over. That's looking over. So that's
very, very thoughtful.
That meant the world to me. That picture. I mean, and so that's when I thought about what Jordyn did for Jordyn Woods, what she did for Cat. That's a lot of thought. That's a lot of thought. I'm thoughtful like that sometimes. I try to be. You thoughtful like that, Ocho? No, you not. You give up money. You give money. I know you.
Now. Yeah, I'm thoughtful. I'm real thoughtful. I am. Hey, let me I'm in a different space now. I think back on the good times, the old times. The times of playing the field, the times of cutting the grass. And I always think back and think about all the money I've spent, right? And I never, ever, and this is for dudes that's spending money crazy now and leading with money, you never get a return on that investment. You get nothing at all. I think about that heavy now, especially as I'm older now. I'm like, well, God damn.
You think about the money that you spent on somebody and all that money you spent. That's what I'm saying. All the money that you spent.
You get nothing back.
I hear you.
Like, think about it. And I'm not saying this in a bad way. You just don't. You just don't. And at some point it ends. And then they just go on to the next person. And then they spin it. You know, the cycle continues to repeat itself.
Yeah, I don't, and I get it, Ocho. I just don't. Don't look
you
at it
have
like
to
that
because that's the reality of it. We get no return on. We get no.
But Ocho, you'll make yourself
I
sick,
ain't gonna be
man.
sick. I'm good. I'm good now because I found someone. I'm getting a return on my investment. Now there's a difference.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm happy for you, bro. I'm happy.
Hey, nothing. You know? Oh, damn, my lights went out. But anyway. Oh, just now. I mean, you know, my little what you call these little things right here? My little portable lights. So I'm not so dark.
Okay. Well, you need a spotlight. Nah, but it's you know, I think I need to be. I just get you what you want.
Whoa.
That's what you do.
I do. Oh, listen. Hey, listen.
Yeah.
When we good, you can. What? I don't play like that. But hey, when you're
right.
moving funny, and I know it ain't right, boy.
But by that time, Ocho, you be done gave up a bunch.
Not really. No, not really. I'm detailed. You hear me? I'm like Inspector Gadget. I'm like Columbo. I'm like Kojak. I done played the game so long. Whenever you try to play something I've been playing 20 years ago, I'm like,
you wrote the handbook on that.
What you doing? I used to be the other guy, and she used to pull that move. So how you think you're gonna pull it on me? I did this 20 years ago.
Right.
But okay, I'm finna play stupid. Unc, let me tell you, I love playing stupid. I love it. Don't worry about it. Boom. We could both play this game.
Nah, you in a good place. I met your people. She was great. Was at the fight? Yeah. We were great.
That's my ooh, baby.
But I know. Look, I ain't trying to. But the other situation, she was great. She was great to me also.
Yeah.
So she know. Hey, if I saw somewhere, I give her a hug and say, hey, you know, I miss you, and keep it moving, Ocho. That's what I do. I ain't no reminiscing about anything, but I'm will always be respectful to your people because they were respectful to me.
You talking about Rhea? Oh, my dog. Hey, that's my dog, man. That's my dog. That's my dog.
Yeah. So, all right, it's time to get you out of here on this. It's time for our final segment of the evening. It's time for Q and A. Man, why you got all them Chrome Heart wings and you won't break my chat? Y'all see that?
Hey.
Chat, y'all see that, man? That man got all them Chrome Heart rings and won't break me off my money. Chat, what y'all think about that?
These ain't no Chrome Hearts. These from the vintage store. You heard me?
My money vintage, too. It's been a long time since you paid me as vintage.
Rock and roll rings. I was trying to be like Ozzy Osbourne. These cost like $15 a piece. Yeah, these cheap. A little cheap.
I can't even get that. I can't even get nothing. Philly Talk PA, Ocho. I know you saw my boy Andrew Marsh today from Michigan. 12 catches, $189 as a freshman. That boy going to the league. OSU, we coming. El Prey, Ocho. Where have the top 3 places you visited to watch soccer match?
I'm so glad you asked that.
Coach Tellers helped you find the love for the game.
I'm so glad you asked that. Top 3 places. Boca Juniors, River, Argentina. Celtic Rangers game. Unbelievable derby. Okay? And obviously my top, actually, El Clasico is number 3. Boca Juniors River is 1. Celtic Rangers 2. El Clasico. Real Madrid Barcelona is 3. Nothing. No sporting event in this world tops those 3. If I'm not sure if anybody, I don't know how many people in here watch soccer or know about rivalries, but unbelievable. Those are the top 3 places I've been.
Just prime time. RP to my cousin Kenny Easley, Seahawk great, Hall of Fame number 306. Lift up in prayer. Yes, I think Kenny was the 1985 Defensive Player of the Year, but he passed away. Tremendous safety for the Seahawks. Went into the Hall. I think he went in. Didn't he go in 2017, Ash? I think it was 2017. I think he went in 2017. I don't remember off the top of my head, but he was special. Fletch, eating communion. Hey, while you bullshit, I used to get them saltines and that grape juice.
that little cracker.
We used to have Morgan David wine. That was the wine. Them little them crackers were, hey, man, hey. And the ones that didn't pass out, me and my brother just pulled them thing in our hand. Tony Brown Jr., what's good, fellas? Today's my birthday. Appreciate it if you guys would shout your boy out. Much love. Tony Brown, TBJ, thank you, bro. Thank you for your support. Happy birthday. Hopefully you did something fun. Hopefully, you got someone special in your life, or you shared it with family, friends, and loved ones. You went out, got you a meal. You went someplace, played a game, a top golf or something. But hopefully you did something to realize, hey, just how special you are. God blessed you to wake up this morning, and you got to see another one. Because somebody got called home. Somebody had an appointment they could not reschedule. Tyson, is Ohio State the best team in the nation? Look, I think Ohio State is really, really good. Have they been tested? No. Is there a chance that they could play and not be tested? Yes. But we'll see. We'll see what they do against Michigan. Michigan always gives them a dogfight. Last couple of years, Michigan has beaten them. And so it's going to be very, very interesting. But, they won a national championship last year. They haven't lost a game this year. So, yes, I think they are the best team, but they probably the team that haven't been tested. Of the teams that's in the top five, Ocho, they haven't had that scare game. Taz Salim, y'all think Skip watched Vandy over Dallas this year? No. J-Dub accurate. Ocho, Steelers Bengals revenge game. No excuses. Belt to A. Steeler Nation.
Listen.
You paid that man in Jersey.
Hold on. Yet? That sound good because the last time we played the Steelers, we won. You know that, right? We won that game. So we probably gonna go into Heinz Field. Wait a minute, it's not Heinz Field. I forgot the name of it. Matter of fact, it's Heinz Field to me. We going into Heinz Field. We gonna win again. Burrow gonna throw for Flacco gonna throw for 500. Book it.
Okay.
Book it.
Architect Knife TV, here to show some love to HBCU football. Congrats to John C. Smith on winning the CIAA championship and Albany State for winning the SIAC championship. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations, John C. Smith, the CIAA and Albany State winning the SIAC, the SIAC. Thank you.
Matter of fact,
congratulations.
I was going to say,
we're in the Savannah State's in the SIAC.
And speaking of congratulations to Florida A&M beating Alabama State today, and another congratulations to one of the greatest anticipated fights in boxing today. I don't know if you saw it. Conor Benn defeated Chris Eubank Jr. That was a good fight. That was a really good fight. That was their rematch.
Hold on, didn't 50 walk Eubank Jr. out?
Yeah, he did. Yeah, he lost.
He lost?
So it's tied. Now it's what they got to have. Maybe I'm not sure if they're going to do it. They need to
have a rematch?
They need to do a trilogy.
Okay. Big Dog Jayla for Nightcap or Club Shay Shay. We need you to interview Oz Perlman, please. Who is that? Is that the mentalist?
The who?
Mm-mm. No,
who is that? What is
like
it
that.
again? Who is
Dylan,
it again?
Huh?
Who is it?
Huh? He is a mentalist. He be guessing what you thinking.
Oh.
Uncle Ocho, the judicial system is rigged. The healthcare system is rigged. And the political system is rigged. How can't sports not be manipulated? I love the podcast. Guess what? You still try to get health care, and if you get in trouble, you're going to have to go through that judicial system, and the political system is what it is. So guess what? You still going to watch football. Could it have been? Sure. I don't know. I just know no one has ever asked me anything like that, and, normally when people ask me who I think is going to win, I was like, hey, I think it's going to be a good game. Keep it moving. But I don't know what you want Ocho and I to do. Because guess what? You will be watching those games tomorrow. Dennis Hatley said Ocho can't pay $5,900 and he ain't playing Tyreke now. Nah, Ocho, you need to break me off though. I really appreciate you going to break bread with me and let me get that because I want to do something coming.
Okay, I got you. Christmas? Okay, bet. I got you.
Yeah. Tino Davis said, Uncle Ocho, what's one thing y'all want to be remembered for? I appreciate y'all coming, keeping me smiling the last few weeks. Mentally, I'm not okay, but y'all helped me get through the tough times in life. You going to be okay, though.
Shit.
Tomorrow is another day. God bless you to wake up to see another day. That's the most important gift you can get is opening your eyes and being able to put your feet on the floor and thank him for allowing you to see another day. Sunshine follows rain, Tino. It rained 40 days and 40 nights. And guess what happened on the 41st day? The sun came out. Flooded the entire earth. But on the 41st day, sunshine follows rain. What do I want to be remembered for? I want to be remembered as a good father, a good son, a good brother, and a good friend. That's it. That's it.
I like that. What do I want to be remembered for? A good father is definitely one. Good father is definitely one. One of those that always remain authentic. One that always remained true to himself. One that left Liberty City without really leaving. Staying immersed in my upbringing and my surroundings and in being himself regardless of what room he was in. Always stayed myself, and I just learned to play the game within the game to make sure I'm able to navigate and adapt to any room I'm in without having to change.
Josiah Strong, now that you're back from Spain, Ocho, and the last time I sent you a super chat, you said, I quote, some people be lying. All I'm going to say is I'm hurt, and my mama said don't ever call her baby a liar. But anyways, I can fix your camera. Just let me help you, and I can show you my ability.
I got.
The one thing I can say about my man persistent.
Yeah, I got
he ain't giving up, Ocho. Trio Brown said all that insecurity in the locker room is why the Lions going to dog walk them tomorrow.
Listen, it won't be no insecurity. If they get dog walked, we know why they're getting dog walked. They're getting dog walked because where their offense is statistically, and they finally met a team that can score at a high rate, and that's going to be the difference in the ball game.
JJ, my mom passed in 2022. UGA was her favorite team. Well, I mean, she's had a lot to be proud of because they've won 2 national championships in the last 4 years, and they got a good chance of doing something special again this year. So, sorry about your mom's passing, though. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Nightcap as you watch Georgian Bulldogs take down Texas Longhorns by the score of 35-10. Big night for Stockton. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit the like button and go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. Ocho and I would like to personally thank you for your support and your continued support because thanks to you, this is why Nightcap has become the phenomenon that we've become. And only because of you, we will and shall continue to grow. So thank you again for your support.
Hey,
what's up?
Can you hear me? What does the house wear?
What does a house wear? I don't know what is a house
A dress.
Lord have mercy. He need help. He need help, Jesus. He need help. Make sure you check out my Laportier. Just head over to LaportierCognac.com. If you cannot find it in a state or a city near you, order it online. We'll ship it directly to your door. The best tasting premium VSOP cognac on the market. But don't take my word for it. Try it for yourself, and I'm sure you'll be convinced. Please drink responsibly and stay safe. Go follow my media company, Shay Media, on all of its platforms, and my clothing company, 84. That link is pinned in the chat. We want to thank our very special guest, Johnny Manziel, as he normally does on College Football Saturday, for joining us, and a very, very special guest, Kewan Lacy, who rushed for the most touchdowns in a single season in Ole Miss history. He finished today with 31 carries, 224 yards, and 3 rushing touchdowns on the day. So we want to thank everybody that tuned in and joined us tonight. Thank you so much, and we'll be back tomorrow after the game. Who plays tomorrow night?
The Raiders and somebody.
Raiders Cowboys tomorrow night? Or that's Monday night?
It is?
That's Monday night. Yeah, I think that's Monday night.
Oh, it's the Lions Eagles.
Lions Eagles are tomorrow night,
That's going to
Ocho.
be a good one.
Should be a good one. It should be a good one. Guys, thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you tomorrow after the game. I'm Unc. He's Ocho.